The Columbus River Dragons are on the air, live on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, Zelmo Zip-In, Country Inn and Suites, Kinetic Credit Union, Heckler & Koch, Pepsi Cola, and P&B Broadcasting. Now let's head to the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth for the start of the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. And join the voice of the River Dragons, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Welcome into the Columbus Civic Center, everybody. Game number 2 of this 2-game set between the River Dragons and the Port Huron Prowlers. Sure to be a very exciting one here on a Saturday night. I'm Zach DeBozart. We've got a lot to get to in tonight's Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. A great bounce-back game for Columbus against Port Huron, a team that you could argue a slump of about 2 weeks started against. 4 points in the last 18. We talked about that a lot last night. Well, the story tonight, 3 points out of 3 and 9 goals in that 9-1 victory. We'll recap all of them, tell you about the pro debut of Kirk Underwood, and we'll hear from him as well when he's our guest on Inside the Lair, plus give you all the lineup news and notes and starters for tonight's game in a little bit. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we go Inside the Lair with the newest River Dragon rookie. That's number 5, Kirk Underwood. After this, on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, we can tell you that we have the largest selection of Harleys in Georgia, but you should really see for yourself. Our showroom is packed with a sea of motorcycles, over 100 Harleys to choose from. We've got a Harley for all size people and all size budgets. Good credit or bad, it's no problem. Come see why Fort Benning Harley-Davidson is the fastest growing dealer in Georgia. Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, Williams Road in Columbus. FortBenningHD.com.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
Welcome back to the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. It's now time for Inside the Lair. Today our guest, one of the newest River Dragons, scoring a goal in his pro debut, number 5, Kirk Underwood. Kirk, how are we doing today?
Good. I'm excited to be back.
All right, well, let's take it back to last night. You get your pro debut, had to do the rookie lap and everything, and then, hey, look at that. Second period, found your first pro goal as well. Take us through the whole moment. Take us through the whole day.
Yeah, I think Anderson hopped off the bench, and he had a really, really nice shot that produced a really good rebound for me, and I think I got pretty lucky on that first goal. Maybe one of the nicest that I've ever scored, but it was awesome that it was in the first game and here in Columbus.
Whole day leading up to it. I mean, you get butterflies, you get nervous. I mean, had to feel something coming into that, right?
Oh, yeah, big time. I had big butterflies. It's my first game back in a while, and I was just excited to get back to it. I love this game so much, and, you get butterflies when you love something that much.
Now, you've only been with the team for, honestly, let's say a couple of days, really, but what's it been like, assimilating here into pro hockey? You said you haven't played in a little bit, so getting back into the flow of things, what's it been like for you right now?
It's been wicked easy. Everyone here is beyond nice and beyond welcoming, and everyone's making it really easy for me. Everyone's helping me out with absolutely anything I need, and the guys are just a wonderful group here. The management, everyone that works here has just been super nice. So the transition here has been beyond easy for me.
You come to the River Dragons from both the NCAA D3 ranks and the ACHA D1 ranks. You're captain at both of those levels. UNLV, your most recent school, unfortunately you didn't play that senior year because of COVID and whatnot, but a very good school. I think a lot of people don't realize that out west, with club hockey, not really much NCAA outside of Arizona State, but it's a very good program. Talk a little bit about UNLV going out there.
Yeah, honestly, before I went out to UNLV, I kind of lost my love for the game, and then the moment I got there, I found it again, and I found it again last night, which was really cool. But yeah, UNLV is an amazing school. The program is on the rise. The kids that they have there right now are really starting to build a wonderful program, and they're looking up big time now in the next couple of years to move into that NCAA Division I kind of rank.
We're speaking with Kirk Underwood on Inside the Lair. Inside the Lair, as always, is brought to you by the Dragon's Den Pro Shop and the Columbus Ice Rink, open on Wednesdays every single week for your ice skating and hockey needs. Turning the page over to tonight's game, Kirk. Obviously, coming from the college hockey and club hockey ranks, you're probably used to that, hey, you got to play the same opponent multiple times over again. And after a game like we saw in 9-1, you can't just expect today to be as easy as it was yesterday, can you?
No, not at all. They're going to be a completely different team, and I know they hopped off the bus yesterday, so they're going to want a big one after that. They're going to want to respond in a tough way, so we got to come out and we got to try to take them from the very first shift, get a couple of big shots, a couple of big hits, and set the tone early.
What, if anything, was a coaching staff's message between games? Because obviously, no coach is ever 100% satisfied, but 9-1 had to be pretty good, huh?
9-1 is good, but yeah, just like you said, we're never satisfied, and we always want to try to build off of it, right? So, the idea is to keep it simple and try to keep working the hard game and keep trying to push it hard.
Before we get you out of here, anybody like to shout out back at home there, Kirk?
Yeah, I'd love to shout out my mom and my girlfriend, Callista.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck out there. See if you get another one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Kirk Underwood on Inside the Lair. Stick around. More Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers just off the ice. Warm-ups have concluded. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Happy to have you along on the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. We talk about last night's contest a little bit with Kirk Underwood during Inside the Lair, Mike. Obviously, big game for him. He got his first pro goal in his first pro game. Everybody just seemed to be clicking. You wouldn't know that was a team for the last 2 weekends that was having a little bit of struggles, not putting up as many points as they should. They came out, took care of business against Port Huron, that 9-1 win.
Well, I mean, it started off in the first period. They took control of the game, never looked back. They took that 3-0 lead, and then after that, it was just a matter of just, playing the game out. And some nights, and you know as well as I do, I mean, the goaltender says, Coach, it looks like a beach ball tonight. Other nights, it looks like a BB for shipment. It was a BB kind of night. I mean, it's going to happen, and who knows? It's a beach ball tonight for Port Huron. You never know.
The usual suspects scoring goals in the first period: Dozer, Hunter Bersani, and Josh Petrantonio. Those three paired up on a line, or tripled up on a line, I guess. Once again, if you follow us on social media, we put out the projected lines. C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Seeing those guys back together last night and just seeing their production, you just see why they're just so talented. There's such good chemistry between those. Them and them alone, the 3-0 lead, because they had all the points.
I mean, it's the reunification of that line. I mean, it was broken up on an experiment, and the results weren't there. So what do? You put them back together again. When the band gets back together, they played their number one hits, which was to score goals.
Second period, we saw some secondary scoring. Kirk Underwood, 220 mark, gets that first goal for him. And then Adam Vanelli teed up from Petrantonio and Dose, the forwards, helping out some defensemen getting into the offense there. And it was 5-0 through 40 minutes of play. Port Huron made it 5-1 through a Dalton J goal, but then Columbus just kept their foot down on the gas pedal. MJ Graham, Austin Doe again, MJ Graham again, and Marquise Grant Mentis all tally to get to that 9-1 total. I mean, you look at it, just overall, very dominating effort and 3 points that are going to feel good in that locker room as maybe a sort of getting back to normal, getting back to where they want to be.
Yeah, I mean, you go through streaks in hockey, and any sport for that matter. You know, sometimes you just want to figure out what are we doing wrong, what do we change, what do we just get back to the basics. And last night, I think you saw a team that was back to the basics. They played well in their own zone, forwards came back checked well, and then inside the offensive zone, they moved the puck unbelievable. And the other thing last night, special teams were almost remarkable as far as their performance was concerned.
Tonight will also mark the return of Jay Krupp, who was suspended for 2 games for some actions back last weekend. He has served his 2 games. We'll be back in the lineup tonight. We talked with Jerome after morning skate, and it looks like we'll get officially when the lineup cards are presented to us, but Jagger Williamson will be sitting out today. He's been working through a little something lower body, and he's been getting some rest days. Now here, obvious opportunity, I think, rest him. Plus, you got the bye week coming up. That's a long time. 2 weeks in the middle of a season is golden to not have to worry about missing really too much action.
Right, and depending on, obviously whatever injury it is, you give him the opportunity to get that extra time to rehab, stay off it, don't re-aggravate it. And you got Krupp that comes back that's had a couple of days rest. He should have some fresh legs underneath him, and look for big things from him tonight.
Should be a lot of fun. On the Port Huron side of things, no changes. We might see a change in goal. Obviously, they're bringing 3 with Corey Simons, Greg Harney, and Richard Shipman. Any one of those 3 could get the start after how last night went. It was a tough one for the Prowlers. The only thing to note, we got this note a little bit late to us, and by late I mean as of today. We needed it yesterday. Justin Barr is actually in the number 23. I thought I saw a 62 and a 23 at the same time. That's why I was saying Dante Suffredini's name, but he is not on the trip. Justin Barr is in the 23 jersey. Why that is, I didn't ask too many questions, but shout out to actually Matt Graham and Alex Johnson, who I ran into in the locker room tunnelways, just going about your day on a game day, and they said, hey, we were watching it on the broadcast, just letting you know, Suffredini's not here, and we're like, really? That's what it is. Justin Barr is in the number 23 jersey tonight. If that counts as a lineup change, well, I mean, we should have had that yesterday, but now we're bringing it to you here tonight. No other lineup changes we're expecting from the Prowlers tonight. Let's take a break. When we come back, a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zippin on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Port Huron Prowlers would be dropping puck in about 15 minutes or so from now, and I said would be because good news, bad news. Well, good news, we're back here on the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. Bad news, there's an entire pane of glass that is missing in the zone to our right, and we have a camera that's... guys, can we take a look at that pane of glass that's missing there so our TV and YouTube audience can go take a look at that? That's currently being replaced right now, and we're anticipating that the start of the game will be delayed by quite a bit. In fact, the 13 minutes up on the board right now to get us through to the start of pregame and all the festivities and announcement of starters, that has stopped. The clock is dead stopped at 13 minutes. So while they work on that glass, we are going to have some time to ourselves, and that means tonight's going to be, who knows when it's going to start, but at least we know we're going to start because we look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Only one other game in the Fed tonight. It is already underway. Carolina is at Danbury for a 7 o'clock puck drop. Elsewhere, Binghamton at Delaware has been postponed due to the weather, the nor'easter moving through, threatening with a whole bunch of snow. Delaware actually postponed that game yesterday because they were in the middle of a home-and-home. They played a heck of a game last night in Binghamton. We'll get to that in a second. But snow coming in, both teams traveling to Delaware versus just Delaware traveling back. They said, hey, we're going to take this and postpone it, play it at another time. So we only have the one game. And actually, Carolina and Danbury have not yet started, at least according to the Federal Prospects Hockey League website. It still lists as the preview in pregame mode despite the 7 o'clock puck drop. So, full moon out tonight or what, Mike?
Well, I think snowdrifts maybe. I mean, it's tough to get into the arena. I talked to my brother who is right smack dab in the middle of that nor'easter. 20 inches, he said, was on the ground, and when he went in after doing the snow blowing out of the driveway, he said it wasn't an hour and there was a couple of more inches that was laying on there, so it was still coming down, and they had, I guess, 45 mile an hour wind gust up there to blow the snow around, so who knows what's going on up in the Northeast right now, wherever you're at. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the delay up in Danbury, but certainly wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah, you never know. And we kind of hypothesized in the middle of the show yesterday, with knowing that Binghamton and Delaware had they had postponed the game in advance, but they didn't postpone the one game because they were already there. Well, when you look at it, Carolina is in Danbury, and they're playing 3-3. It's a case where if you delay the game, you could always just play it behind closed doors, issue fans, some sort of like reward or, a voucher out, of course. There's many different ways to tackle it, but the actual logistics of it is with Carolina and Danbury being so far away, it's kind of like, well, you're already there. Do you play it? Do you not? And we're just kind of left, surmising and trying to figure out what in the world's going on over there. But right now, no scores to report of yet on Around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's, the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. Tomorrow, Carolina and Danbury should be playing the third of their 3-3, and then there is one midweek contest in the Fed next week. Binghamton is at Watertown for a 7:30 puck drop. Taking a look at the scores last night in the league, it's a very entertaining night of hockey. Columbus defeats Port Huron by a score of 9-1. I already recapped that with all the different goal scorers. Austin Doe, MJ Graham, each had 2. Kirk Underwood gets his first as a pro in that one, and Columbus easily skates to 3 points. In Binghamton, Delaware and the Black Bears, man, they had a fun game. 5-5, and with 2 seconds left, it's actually under 2 when you look at the score clock, Tyler Jurich, snapshot, far post and in past Trevor Babin. It was Jurich's only point, the game-winning goal, to make it 6-5 with about 1.5 left to go there. Very fun game if you were watching or if you were in attendance, and especially if you were a Binghamton Black Bears fan. You were also aided, if you were a Black Bears fan, by the Danbury Hat-Tricks, who defeated Carolina last night by a score of 6-4, always kept them at bay after having a 2-0 lead. At one point, it got back to a 3-3 tie. Carolina had goals from Emil Talipov, Igor Nosov, and Ross Bartlett, but then Danbury jumped back out to a 5-3 lead, and Gus Ford's power play extra attacker goal, 6-on-4, made it 5-4 with 14 seconds left, but Danbury, off the face-off, able to shoot it into an empty net 3 seconds later and give that game its final score of 6-4. Looking at the standings right now, and again, it's difficult because you can't use raw points with the FPHL using the points percentage metric because not everybody playing the same amount of games. Columbus did gain a little bit of ground on Danbury because even though both teams got 3 points on the night, because Columbus had played less games, those 3 points are slightly more meaningful. I'm talking the difference of .022 to .018. It's a little bit of ground, but Columbus still sits in third place right now, 583 with their 49 points. Danbury in second at 602 with their 56 points. Again, 3 more games played for the Rabbits. Watertown Wolves just well out in front, 64 points out of their 78 possible, a 22-4-0 record, 821 points percentage for them. Down the line, Carolina 516, Binghamton 511. Very close between those two. And then Port Huron 391 with 34 points, and Delaware sitting dead last at a 074 points percentage, 6 points out of the 81 that they have so far this season. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In, Zelmo's fueling life's passions. Over in the SPHL, we've got a full slate of games, 10 out of the 11 teams in action tonight. Pensacola is at Fayetteville, 4.5 left to go in the second, a 1-1 tie between those two teams. Birmingham's up 2-1 on Macon. That game is in central Georgia, and the Bulls on the road up by 1 with 40 minutes still to go. Then over in the Central Time Zone, 8 o'clock East, 7 o'clock Central, Roanoke is at Huntsville, Peoria is at Vermilion County, and at 8:10 East, 7:10 Central, Knoxville is at Quad City. Taking a quick look, that makes the Evansville Thunderbolts your 11th team off tonight.
I'm just wondering, in Fayetteville, did they start that game, or was that a scheduled, like a 6 o'clock start, or did they start it earlier because maybe the potential of some inclement weather?
I mean, it could be one and the same. I do remember Fayetteville's games usually starting a little bit earlier on a Saturday, 6 o'clock. Maybe not all the time, but definitely sometimes, whether it is for weather, whether it is just for their marketing purposes, not sure. But I do often see Fayetteville having games that end earlier than everybody else in the SPHL. Well, they're looking to put that pane of glass into its moorings over in the zone to our right. That's your look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take a break. When we come back, we will definitely be delayed to start tonight's contest. Once we get this pane of glass in and get a Zamboni across, we should be ready to go for some hockey. I'm Zach, he's Mike. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a couple of minutes here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
You've always wanted to get on the open road, but your skills on a bike might need a little work. Well, we've got your back. The Riding Academy has now launched at Fort Benning Harley-Davidson. It's your chance to learn to ride for only $199. Unleash your soul on the open road. To schedule your class or to get on a waiting list for priority scheduling for future classes, go to FortBenningHD.com. Learn to ride for less than $200. The Fort Benning Harley-Davidson Riding Academy. FortBenningHD.com.
The benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Jetahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season. Or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers would be dropping puck in about 5 minutes or so from now, but the pane of glass has just been replaced over in the zone to our right. And at any point, we'll get a reset on the clock or figure out our timetable of when we will be getting this game underway. Until then, you're on the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, for the River Dragons, presented by Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road in Columbus, the Chattahoochee Valley's only authorized Harley-Davidson dealer. Starting in net for the River Dragons tonight, his second straight start, number 31, Bailey McBurney. A phenomenal night for him yesterday. Got the win, 23 saves on 24 shots in the 9-1 victory. Bumps his numbers to a 6-4-3 record, 904 save percentage, and a 3.23 goals against average. With only a 2-game series, Mike, how surprised are you to see the McBurney get back-to-back starts with Jerome Bichard?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a matter of when you're in kind of deal or what, but also there was a transaction
right.
that was made, and sometimes I don't know, I'm not going to be a fortune teller or not, but you might have to figure out that protection sometimes is of your
it might have been one of those
your property, so to speak.
Yeah, it might have been one of those cases where, we mentioned Mike Cosentino, his rights acquired by Columbus, though not expected to report until after the bye week because this is the last game before February 11th when the next time the River Dragons will take to the ice, so some time for him to get down and join the team up. But when you bring in a new goaltender, especially for a team that's been cruising for a little bit, it probably puts the goaltending room on some high alert. And Bailey McBurney, he showed up in the first game post that news, and now Jerome just maybe opting to ride with the hot hand right now. Of course, who knows, when Rutledge comes back in, maybe he's got that same fire in his belly, same way McBurney would in the 23 save on 24 shot night yesterday.
Well, I mean, you can't ask for a better performance for a goaltender other than just one went by him, and that happens. Sorry, playing hockey.
The defense. Go ahead.
No, and again, like I said, I mean, it's. I wish you did have the crystal ball up here, but unfortunately, mine I left it at home.
The defense in front of McBurney will be number 26, Adam Vanelli, and number 18, Justin Schmidt. And the forward group, a little bit of a different forward look for Jerome Bichard, especially down near the bottom of the lineup chart. Number 28, Dalton Anderson, in between Levi Armstrong and Jay Krupp. Now, Jay Krupp normally, pre-suspension, I guess we should say, was on a line with Jagger Williamson in the middle and MJ Graham on the opposite wing. Williamson not being in the lineup tonight, I think, disrupts that and makes the second and third lines for Jerome maybe a little bit ambiguous and trying to shift them around. So Krupp on this line with Anderson and Graham. And, of course, we see through our social media pages and our projected lines that Underwood is actually centering a line of Graham and Grant Mentis. So different looks outside of Bersani, Petrantonio, and Doe in that top unit not getting the start tonight. So we'll see what that new look line with Krupp, Anderson, and Armstrong can do here tonight. That's your River Dragons starting lineups. Over on the other side of things for the Port Huron Prowlers, opponent lineups all season long on the River Dragons Broadcast Network, brought to you by Victoryland Casino. Just a short drive down I-85 South to Shorter, Alabama. Say hi to Will Benefield and all the guys at Victoryland Casino. Starting in net for the Prowlers, number 1, Corey Simons. Simons was not dressed in last night's contest. It was Shipman starting and Harney on the backup duties, and he eventually came in, faced 7 shots, and only stopped 4 of them. It was a rough night for both Prowlers netminders, so Corey Simons gets the start tonight. The Crystal Lake, Illinois native, a 4-7-0 record, 881 save percentage, and a 4.74 goals against. The defense in front of Simons, number 13, Joe Pace, number 25, Alex Johnson, and the forwards, Cade Lambden, Zach Frisura, and Justin Barr. As we said, Justin Barr wearing the number 23 jersey, not the number 62 jersey, as is printed in your scorecards if you're listening in here in the Columbus Civic Center. But I'm just saying, Justin Barr and Justin Schmidt on the ice at the same time, I'd be here for puck drop whenever it might be.
I mean, let's just read that, peel the onion back on that. Your team loses 9-1.
Yeah.
What do you try to do? It's a chance you take, but normally what happens is you're the visitor, so you're submitting your lineup. You're basically telling Jerome Bichard, I'm putting this guy out here. You want to answer, and I believe Jerome Bichard has answered. So we'll find out if the buckets get tossed with 1 second off the clock.
We'll see. We've already seen that a couple of times throughout this season, and both against Port Huron, if I do recall. MJ Graham and Brennan Young on New Year's Eve, and I think it was the next day was Justin Schmidt and Nick Williams, one of their many tilts that they've had this season, including last night. I mean, I don't know if you were able to see it, Mike, because you were gone, but we had an incident early third period, had an offsides whistle, some talking, some bad blood, some pushing, shoving, and right off the drop, Levi Armstrong, Brennan Young, okay. and then we go out. We're going to do that drop again. And who do we see on that same wing but Justin Schmidt and Nick Williams starting to push at each other? I called it the undercard in the main event of the night.
Sure. And then, like I said, when the game is out of hand, there's a lot of hurt feelings on one side of the rink. And there's ways that, you're expecting some of your guys to react, and some of those guys are there not just because they can play hockey, but because they can answer that call, and the coach gives them a little, normally doesn't even give them the tap, just kind of gives them that little look, and then you know what you got to do. And it's a tough job. I wouldn't want it.
Those are your starting lineups for tonight's game. Let's take a break. Zamboni's on the ice. Our clock is counting down. Looks like we'll have a puck drop right around 7:40 is what we'll be guessing. Obviously easy for us to say it. Now 7:30, 7:31. With puck drop originally scheduled for 7:30, so only about a 10-minute or so delay. We'll be back after this break, and I'll tell you about the rest of the news and notes ahead of this one. Columbus and Port Huron here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply. Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers, by our estimation, just over 5 minutes away from getting this game started up. The Zamboni is on its final pass. Our pregame tunnel is set up in the top left corner of the rink from our viewing perspective here at the Columbus Civic Center. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. We had a pane of glass go out, I would imagine during warm-ups, because the pane of glass was completely out, probably a crack developed in it during the shooting rounds on the Port Huron side of the ice, and it took some time to get that replaced. Here we are sitting in just a little bit of a delay, but again, we expect this game to get started up in just about 5 minutes or so from now. Final news and notes ahead of this one. Really no roster changes in terms of makeup. The only in and out of the lineup is Jay Krupp coming back from a 2-game suspension. Jagger Williamson will be rested in this game ahead of the bye week to help deal with a little bit of a lower body injury, what we've been told. But otherwise, he has been money for the River Dragons, and obviously those 2 weeks will be very good for him. And the whole bye week in general will be good for the River Dragons to heal up the bodies. Those guys are maybe dealing with some stuff to keep them off 100%. Maybe they're at like 90 to 85%. That bye week will do wonders for them. But how important is it, Mike, to maintain your edge, because you can't look forward to that bye week? There's still one more game to go at tonight.
Yeah, this is the best part about it. You've got, you build on what you had last night. You forget about what happened last weekend. You can't change that. You can remember what happened last night. You love that. And now tonight you want to try to come out and you want to try to grab another 3 points out of this Port Huron squad. And they're going to come out wanting a little bit of revenge from last night, and you can tell by the way they come out that they got the confidence that they're going to be able to pull it off here in Columbus.
And they got a new level of focus to them for sure, as our referees and the Port Huron Prowlers are out there on the ice. And we await the River Dragons to come out once we get through the normal pomp and circumstance of an entryway here at the Columbus Civic Center. Counting out there, Mike. What you counting out?
Okay, there's some players that haven't come out. I was wondering. I was like, boy, that's a short bench. They got a few stragglers that are
there they go.
back
the rest of them are coming out. Still got a couple of minutes left on the clock as it counts down before we get ready for puck drop here. One more time, your starting lineups for these two teams. For the River Dragons, they will start in net number 31, Bailey McBurney, and the Prowlers will start number 1, Corey Simons. Goaltender matchups brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Save more with Kinetic. And you're watching the game. If you're watching the game on YouTube, check out our video listings, and you'll see the Kinetic Credit Union Saves of the Week. Every week, the best saves produced on a given weekend from Jared Rutledge and Bailey McBurney. This weekend, though, I guess it's going to be all Bailey McBurney, barring anything crazy. We see Jared Rutledge in the net tonight as McBurney makes his second straight start, 6-4-3 record, .904 save percentage, and a 3.23 goals against. Corey Simons, on the other side of things, 4-7-0 record, 8.81 save percentage, and a 4.74 goals against. Starting five in front of Simons, Joe Pace and Alex Johnson, the defensemen. Cade Lambden, Zach Frisura, and Justin Barr are the forwards. For the River Dragons side of things, on defense, Justin Schmidt and Adam Vanelli. And the forwards, Jay Krupp, Levi Armstrong, and Dalton Anderson. Not much left to do it, but to get to it. And, Mike, your final thoughts before we get ready to play some hockey.
I'm interested with the starting lineup with Barr out there to see if it will be. They'll start off with the fireworks to begin with. If not, just go out and do your thing. Columbus is riding a high from last night. They know what they can do. They've got their big line reunited and a little adjustments here and there, particularly Williamson being out. And it should be very interesting to see these two teams match up and how this game starts.
All right. The reserves are heading out, and we'll have the starting lineups in a moment, but we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are all set and ready to go for some hockey. The Sun South John Deere first period is up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
You've been listening to the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show on 106.9 Really Rocks. The call of the game is just moments away after we pause for a short break on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
At Southern States Bank, the Common Sense Bank, we're a true community bank that supports the places we serve. Our people live, work, and play in your community. And you will find us cheering for the River Dragons right alongside you in the stands. With convenient locations throughout Alabama and Georgia, we're never too far away to handle any of your financial concerns. Call, click, or come by and see how we can help you make sense out of your banking. Visit us online at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 410611.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun. Walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boil and bag seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for River Dragons hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sun South John Deere, Houston Clinic, Burger King, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Country Inn and Suites, Buffalo Rock, Pepsi Cola, John Emerald Distilling, Wade Cleaners, and P&B Broadcasting. Now let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons hockey, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Welcome into the Columbus Civic Center, everybody, where it's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. River Dragons and Port Huron Prowlers finishing out this two-game series. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. River Dragons dressed in the blackout jerseys as they typically do on Saturdays. Black jerseys, helmets and pants with gray numbers and teal trim. The blackout Sea Dragon logo on the chest. They go left to right across your TV screens and radio dials here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Over to our right, it's Corey Simons, and the Prowlers dressed in the road whites with the chest band red, Circle PH logo on the chest, red helmets and pants, and black numbers. They go right to left. Referees and linesmen for tonight's game. Referees are Logue and Glawi, and the linesmen are Callan and Fossa. Here we go, Mike. Let's play some hockey.
They're ready to go on this one. Let's see how this one starts off. Trying to get
Dalton Anderson ready to take this draw here against Zach Frisura. Puck in hand. It is down, and we are underway here on a Saturday night at the Civic Center. Port Huron wins the draw. Pace to Frisura. He'll book it into the zone from the right side of red. Vanelli will chase after it. Lambden knocks into him. Turnover in front. Frisura backhand. They score 17 seconds in. Some confusion in the slot, and Frisura moved around a body. I don't think McBurney saw where the puck was, and Frisura had a whole lot of net to shoot at. 1-0. Prowlers in front. 17 ticks in.
Yeah, it's just one of those plays. They just came in, crashed up in front of McBurney, and he would take about 20 of those a season.
Columbus will win the draw. We're back, but Lambden trying to go through the defense. That one blocked away by Ozelinch. White takes a check there, and it'll be rimmed around back behind the net. Columbus trying to get this one out. Armstrong takes a hit as he sends it into the neutral zone. Johnson will dump it in left wing. Boy, you talk about, Mike, from 9-1 loss last night for the Prowlers, jumping out to a 1-0 like that. That's a start even they maybe couldn't have dreamed up after what happened yesterday.
And for them, that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted to get that lead and set the pace, and right now it's a chase for Columbus.
Columbus comes out of a big scrum in front of their own bench. Now the puck pops up between bodies. Krupp knocks it down with a low stick, recollects it, left circle, fires.
High stick.
No, it is called a high stick by one of the referees down deep. And Krupp is going to get a little bit worked over after taking the shot after the whistle.
Yeah.
In his defense, the linesman that was right near him had waved it was good. And the referee down lower in the zone was the one who blew the play dead.
Sure, pretty much that's what Krupp probably told him. He said, hey, I didn't hear a whistle, did you? I took the shot.
Everybody calms themselves down a little bit. We get a line change. 57 seconds gone here in the Sun South John Deere first period. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Prowlers. Bersani wins that draw. Columbus has it. Grade from the red line shoots that one in. And it's sticked away by Simons. Bersani whiffed on the backhand. Soilis able to walk it out to center. He'll flip this from the wrong side of red. Icing's on. Ooh, Jay and Grade were about even at the hash marks, but Grade just had the inside track. And the linesmen blow for an icing. And now Columbus will have an offensive zone draw. 18:48 left to go here in the first.
I think Solis is still pleading his case on that one. Said, look, if anything, it was a photo finish.
Zach Frisura, Cade Lambden, and Justin Barr at 17 seconds In the first period, it's on the Prowlers have a 1-0 lead. For those of you keeping score with us at home, River Dragons have the offensive zone pressure. Jay ties up Petrantonio along the half wall. And at the far circle, picked up by Graham, skated to the near side boards. Soyless can't get around Brad Nolan. Puck goes free there for a moment. Graham knocked back, and Grade flips this one out to center. Bersani gets tied up. Puck goes Port Huron's way. Graham a 2-on-1 to Jay. Fires. Great pad save. Made there by McBurney, just sliding to his right. Made that one look easy. Now here's Bersani on the right wing side. He comes in over the line. Trying to drop this one back. He takes a hard hit there from Henning. Puck goes for Port Huron in the neutral zone. 2-on-2 with Graham and Jay again. Graham to Jay, trying to go back to Graham as Petrantonio collided with the stick. Johnson high slotted shot, and Doe got in the way of that one as it ramped up off of him and hits the high glass. Big check as Bersani hits Johnson. He heads off for a change. He dumps it into the Port Huron end. Versura has this now.
Johnson just took out Grant Mendes.
Already the hostilities being renewed. Brennan Young, right circle, pass to the middle. Graham knocked that one away. Couldn't handle it though. Johnson gets it down to Young in the corner. He takes a big hit there from Schmidt. Grant Mentis, half wall, going cross ice, can't get it out. Pace a shot off a body, bouncing around. And Columbus still trying to get it out. They can't. Left point held in by Young. This one rims around, and Schmidt will have it underneath the goal line. 17:23 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Prowlers.
Very aggressive forecheck by Port Huron. They're sending the kitchen sink.
Schmidt up ahead for Underwood. Now a one-touch here for Grant Mentis. He's on it left wing side. Grant Mentis trying to drive towards the net. Graham has it. Fires. Save made Simons. Rebound loose. They score! Marquise Grant Mentis finds a gift in the crease, and it's 1-1.
That thing was laying in there like an egg in a nest. He was just able to tap it in. He'd take a few of those as well, but a big answer for Columbus coming back and getting themselves the goal. Graham's going to get the assist.
Grant Mentis had chipped it to an area, and MJ Graham showed off the wheels, got to that puck. The save was made by Simons, and for all intents and purposes, it looked like that puck was frozen, but it sat there loose, and Grant Mentis taps it home from about 3 inches out, and we've got a tie game, 1-1. And for the first time tonight, here's Dana Barker.
He shoots. River Dragons goal scored by number 20, Marquise Grant Mentis. His 5th goal on the season, assisted by number 8, MJ Graham at 2:53 of the first period.
MJ Graham picks up the lone assist on Grant Mentis' 5th of the year. And the River Dragons have this game tied up 1-1. Now we got a scrap in front of the Port Huron bench. Ozelinch pushing and shoving it. Lambden. Looks like Barr's going to come over. He's closer to Ozelinch's weight class.
Yeah.
Whistles have blown. Everybody's all sorts of tangled up.
And you're in a bad spot. You're right in front of the bench.
Don't see any gloves drop just yet, but we do see some pointing. And we'll likely get some penalties out of this.
Yeah, like you say, you get your feelings hurt in a 9-1 game. You come out, you want to press the issue, you take a lead, and then you give it up. And it's like it's going to be coincidental roughing, I guess.
Lambden and Ozelinch will each sit for their respective teams. And barring anything extra going to either guy, we should be 4-on-4. Looking for a beverage to enjoy tonight's game with? Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yuengling is easy drinking, clean, crisp, and refreshing. Flight is only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2 alcohol by volume. Sold wherever beer is sold. Flight by Yuengling, the official light beer partner of the Columbus River Dragons.
Krupp just came out and gave a little circle around the blue line and balked a little bit across the at the Port Huron players and wonder what's.
We will be 4-on-4 here in the next 2 minutes. Ozelinch and Schmidt each for roughing, and we're back underway. Matt Graham has this just inside his own line. And he'll skate it back, look for some support. Austin Doe shadowing him. Now Caleb Williams, pass over to Henning, goes through Graham's legs. He's able to pick it up. Graham gets around one check, falls to a knee, played to the middle. That one knocked away by Grade. Jay with it at the right wing circle. Grade still stick on stick with him. Jay pass across, hits Doe's skates, nearly fell for Henning anyways, as he was trumping in on the play. Graham moves this up the wall. Doe at the half wall knocks it back, tied up in the feet. White involved here with Graham. He moves it up to Doe. Now a pass into some space for Grade, ahead for Petrantonio right wing. Wanted to go one-on-one with Williams, cuts it back to the middle, fires, missed just wide. Gets it right back though off the backboards. A pass to the left point. Now D to D over. Brad Nolan with it right circle. To the middle. Bersani back for Nolan. At the half wall, he gives it. Right point, Vanelli, a shot. Wide of the glove hand. Dalton Anderson, fresh off the bench, has it left wing circle. 50 seconds left to go here in the 4-on-4. 1-1. Prowlers and River Dragons tied. Bersani, a shot. That one took a tip and was eventually paddled away by Simons. Behind the net, Anderson causing some trouble. He lifts the stick, tied up side of the net. And Simons will cover it up and get a whistle. 42 ticks left in the 4-on-4. 15-19 to go in the first. And we're tied at 1.
Well, both teams getting a chance. Port Huron had a chance up in the Columbus zone, and Columbus comes back, and about 4 shots they put up.
Tell you what, neither goaltender having the ideal start to their day, but it has certainly produced some interesting and energetic hockey right off the jump. Brennan Young, he takes a hit at his own blue line as he sends it out to center, and Vanelli will take his time skating backwards, looking for a pass ahead. It's his man in the feet, but Anderson kicks it back to a stick, trying to get around Pace, succeeds along the goal line, fires, great save, made there by Simons. What an inside-out move right there by Dalton Anderson to get around Joe Pace. Running out of room, though, gave a good shot to Simons and forced a save out of him. 15:01 to go in the first.
He got a good lift on that shot. He was going top corner on him, but able to make the block with the shoulder.
Face-off coming to the left of Simons. Underwood ties up and wins it from Frisura. Vanelli whiffs on the first shot, passes over to Graham at the right wing circle. Remember, it's still 4-on-4. River Dragons can't exactly set up with the grace that they think they have a power play right now. 10 seconds left in that 4-on-4. Nolan left wing corner to Underwood, fires, save made there by Simons, squeezes up the armpit and keeps that one near him. Media timeout, 6 seconds still left to go in the 4-on-4. We'll take 30 seconds and come back after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Why do more people turn to SunSouth for quality John Deere equipment? Our customers say it best.
The reason I'm a SunSouth customer is because of their customer service and because of their sales staff.
The local service is outstanding. When I think of SunSouth, I think of partners.
Right now at SunSouth, get 0% financing for 72 months on select John Deere equipment. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2022.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers tied at 1. Fans, Fort Benning, Harley-Davidson, and the Columbus River Dragons have teamed up for a $50K giveaway at a River Dragons hockey game this season. Simply text FB-WIN to 55678 before March 13th to be entered for a chance to shoot from center ice and win $50,000. For full rules and contest details, stop into Fort Benning Harley-Davidson on Williams Road or visit FortBenningHD.com. $50,000 could be yours this season, but only if you text to enter now. FB-WIN to 55678. We're back underway, and the teams are back to 5-on-5. Shot from Grant Mentis is knocked away by Simons, and Johnson will rim it around the far boards. Barr just gets that one around Ozelinch, and it'll be picked up at the red line by Ian White. Ozelinch gets this one across. Underwood flips it in just wide of the glove hand on the dump. And behind the net, Johnson has it here. He's shouldered into the boards by Underwood. Held in right point by White. Flipped up high, bouncing in the air. Pace ties up with Underwood, and Lambden is able to force it out to center. Just over 14 minutes to play here in the first. 1-1 our score. MJ Graham with it at the right point, waiting for some reinforcements. He gets hit there by Frisura, falls down. And here come the Prowlers back the other way. 3-on-3 as they hit the line. Frisura, left circle, going across. Right wing corner off the wall, taken by Lambden. D to D, Henning. Oh, Graham nearly got on the end of that one. It could have fed Armstrong for a breakaway. Armstrong gets it back at his own blue line, turns the Jets on. 3-on-3, right circle as he hits the line. Armstrong from behind the net, emerges on the forehand, left circle, looking for a pass to the middle. There was nothing there. Drops it left point. A shot from Vanelli is deflected by Lambden. He took everything off of it. Lambden ties up with Krupp behind the net. Anderson trying to work it to the middle. Getting it back here is Anderson to the left point. Vanelli, a tip by Armstrong, and wide of the glove hand on Simons. Holding in at the right point is Schmidt. Anderson, a shot. Turn around and let it go. And up high on the chest, Simons makes the save, not even going down into the butterfly. 1-1. We're still tied with 13:11 to go in the first.
That's a heck of a play right there. There's a pass and a shot at the same time. It's like a redirect, except he took a wrister, and it was a good shot on goal and a nice save by Simons.
Face-off coming to the left of Simons. Bersani takes this one against Graham. Graham wins it clean, right back to his netminder though. And we'll get another whistle, 13:08 now left here in the first.
Game settling down just a tad after those Ruffin Miners.
Puck is down. Graham scraping at this one, wins it into the corner. Johnson tied up with Doe, eventually frees himself from him, and now skates this one up ice. Right wing, Petrantonio trying to run him out of room in front of the bench. He succeeds. Bersani has the puck. A pass, weak, eventually finds Doe, though. In on sides, Petrantonio. Right circle shot, blockered away by Simons. Great passing right there. You can just tell those guys know where each other is on the ice all the time.
They sure do.
Brennan Young with it at the half wall, trying to play it to the slot, and Isaiah Crawford reached out for his stick, but he couldn't get a deflection on it, and McBurney put it away into the corner, and the River Dragons play it off glass and out of play, and we'll get a whistle, and it looks like a defensive zone draw coming up for the Dragons. 12:35 to go here in the first.
Yeah, tipped off the top of the glass, ends up in the penalty box. You know, you talk about Petrantonio. He is so dangerous no matter where he's at. His shot is so good, and he's got the ability to fire it on net almost from any angle.
Petrantonio, 23 goals. And we are game number 2 into the second half of the season here tonight. His career high, 27. Dangerous chance there. Stavros Soilis tried to play it to the middle. It was knocked away by an active stick of McBurney. Petrantonio just flips that one in. A bouncer just outside the crease. And Simon's happy to see it go by him and by the far post. Jay plays this one off the wall to an area. Soilis in a race, but Grade's going to get there first. Petrantonio off the wall at the red line. Soilis will find it, settle a rolling puck, and give it over to Henning. 12 minutes left to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Frisura came in over the line. Great pickpocket right there by the captain. Great sauce here for Kirk Underwood. Underwood right circle. Shot blocked. Rebound finds its way all the way to Grant Mentis. He played it to the top, and MJ Graham was out of his reach. So Columbus has it back in the neutral zone as White and Grade play some catch. Grant Mentis, a nice tip into the zone to negate icing. Underwood first on it in the corner, trying to play it to the middle. Knocked away by Caleb Williams. Grant Mentis back on it. Cycles to MJ Graham in the corner. Graham, left circle with it, looking for some space. Bobbing and weaving. Fake down to the goal line. Now D to D to Anderson. He fires fresh off the bench. Grant Mentis inadvertently blocked it, trying to tip it. Grant Mentis to the middle. Frisura knocks that one away. Held in at the right point by White. Tied up along the wall. White picks it off. Goes through the legs of Grant Mentis on the pass, though. And Henning just slams it out past Ozelinch. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Port Huron will pick it up. Just over 11 minutes to go here in period 1.
Kind of just banging it around, both teams up and down.
Ozelinch from behind the net takes a hit. The pass nearly turned over by Barr, and now the River Dragons have numbers if they hustle a pass. Dalton Anderson couldn't hit Jay Krupp with it, but he got a touch on it to prevent icing. Johnson takes a hit underneath his own goal line as he drops it back for Matt Graham. Now this one flipped out to center at his own blue line. Schmidt to Vanelli, and now a cross-ice feed and pace had Jake Huss lined up in the train tracks. He had to stop up, otherwise he was going to take some punishment. Vanelli from behind the net, rimmed around, awkward hit off the kick plate, but it falls for Anderson, and now here the River Dragons 3-on-2. Right wing, Anderson chips around Johnson, too far for himself though, and it leaks all the way to the crease where Simons will have it for a whistle. 10:23 remaining here in the first, and it remains 1-1.
Yeah, one of the things that you, as a defenseman, you don't want to do, Pace was looking to kind of like maybe send it back to his goaltender, but you don't want to take a shot on goal, and it kind of just rolled up there, and Simons was able to hold on to it.
Face-off coming to the left of Simons. Bersani trying to win it forward, tied up in feet, and Port Huron emerges with it with Cade Lambden. Petrantonio angles him off well, and the Columbus defense take over. Schmidt's pass, though, hops over Vanelli's stick, and Vanelli has to get crafty back to that puck as Cade Lambden was in pursuit. In the neutral zone, Graham bobbling it. Petrantonio takes it off him. Right circle, the captain with it. Can't get around Alex Johnson, though, and he will flip it out towards center. Austin Doe gives it back to Vanelli in his own end. Vanelli over for Schmidt through the center of ice. A pass off of a Port Huron stick. Still falls for Petrantonio. Reaches back, grabs it. Left circle, a pass. Firing a shot is Doe from an acute angle, and that one shrugged off by Simons. Petrantonio still with it. Penalty coming up here to Port Huron as the captain had to fight through a hook. Doe works up to the right point for Grade, a shot, and that one blocked away by Simons. MJ Graham, the extra man off the bench, 6-on-5 in favor of the Dragons. Delayed penalty call on. Left point, a drive, and that one knocked away by Johnson. He'll get a touch from behind the net. And we get the signal. It is a hooking call against the Prowlers, and we'll get immediate timeout. We'll tell you about the guilty party after this. 9:22 left to go in the first, and it's 1-1 here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Before we go any farther, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Your Dragons going to go in the power play. Let's make some noise in here.
9:22 left to go here in the first. A faceoff coming to the right of Simons. 2-minute minor to Joe Pace for hooking. It'll be the first Georgia power play of the day, and it starts up with the River Dragons face-off win. Graham with it, left wing circle to Grant Mentis. Now over for Ian White. Over to the right circle, Chick Gray. Gray trying to go across crease to Troop, and he couldn't get the puck to there. Grant Mentis at the half wall. White now back for Grant Mentis, left circle, across. Gray fires, that one blocked. Jay can't get it out. White great holding at the center point. Now Grant Mentis has it knocked off of him. Soilus chips this one ahead for Jay. He's in on sides. Jay going in a backhand, and a great blocker save made there by McBurney. What timing between Soilus and Jay to feed him on that breakaway.
What a play. I mean, just to settle the puck and get the shot off.
Johnson from the near side circle. He takes a big hit from Krupp, sends it down the length of the ice. No icing, as remember, the Prowlers are shorthanded here for another minute and 10. White gets this up ahead for MJ Graham with speed to Krupp, left circle, fires that one just wide of the glove hand on Simons. Picked out there by Matt Graham, held in by Ian White, right point, gets to the slot, Krupp overhandled it, puts him into the corner. Krupp now to the right point, Ian White. D to D across. Vanelli, left circle, Grant Mentis, now back for Vanelli. At the left point, walks it, fires, save made Simons. Had a lane to see that one through and held on with no rebound. 8:08 left to go here in the first, still 1-1.
And you had Krupp and Graham both there like hungry seagulls looking to get the scraps, but no rebound given up. And power play continues with 47 seconds remaining.
River Dragons fifth best on man advantage, 18.1% efficiency rate so far this season. Prowlers, they're 80.9 on the penalty kill, makes them third in the 7-team FPHL. Columbus has the offensive zone off of another face-off win. Petrantonio with it, left wing hash marks, trying to pass it back door. And too steep of an angle here for Vanelli, but he's able to hold it in, right point, chasing it up the wall. Graham, nice check of the stick to get it out towards center, and then Graham nearly takes it off of Vanelli. Petrantonio on the back check helps out that cause. Played out to center, Austin Doe will have it now. Doe, right wing circle, pass across, Petrantonio, he scores! What a feed, what a find! And Petrantonio gives Columbus the lead 2-1.
Yeah, that's a great shot. I mean, they know where they're at. And Petrantonio just slides himself right to the slot, and he just lets a wrister go, and it beats Simons cleanly. And it's a power play goal. And, you know, one thing I think special teams this weekend looking very good for Columbus.
Petrantonio picks up goal number 24 on the year, 3 away from his career high in a season. He still has so many more months left in the year.
Yeah.
Where is the limit for him? Nobody knows.
If he keeps getting fed from Bassani and Doe the way he has been, it won't be long.
Here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! River Dragons power play goal! Scored by number 9, Josh Petrantonio! His team-leading 24th goal of the season, assisted by number 17, Austin Doe, at 12-24.
Austin Doe picks up the only assist. Petrantonio's 24th makes this 2-1 in favor of Columbus. This one down ice. Icing is on, and Johnson just a half step ahead of Jake Huss at the hash marks to secure the call. 7:05 now left to go here in period 1. 2-1 Dragons, also out shooting the Prowlers on the Heckler & Koch shot counter by a tally of 12-4. Heckler & Koch, no compromise. This faceoff will come to the right of McBurney. Anderson and Frisura getting ready to take it. tie up, scrape at it once, twice. It'll go Port Huron's way. Johnson, D to D to Pace, lets one go. Wide to the blocker hand. Weird hit on that corner board. Huss has it at the near circle, sends it out, and here's Armstrong moving it ahead. Armstrong, right wing circle, trying to get around Johnson, has an angle, brought about the wraparound, but Johnson held him off. Wide a pass across, and Ian White just couldn't settle that. And Corey Simons puts his hands up in the air, saying, where was the defensive coverage? Crawford over the line. He takes a check there from Underwood, dumps it in, and McBurney puts his glove to it, and we will get a whistle. 6:33 left to go here in the first. Dragons hungry for more after they've just taken the lead 2-1.
I mean, we know that White scored that big goal in the overtime in the
and to get it to overtime
against Carolina series. But talking about there was a chance for him to bury one and just didn't go in for him.
Underwood ties up here with Graham. It goes underneath the goal line. Soilis takes a check there from Schmidt, and Columbus emerges with the puck. 4-on-2 as they hit the line if they want with speed. Grant Mentis drops his back. Look over. It's a turnover. Here's Dalton Jay back the other way. Dalton Jay breakaway. Fires. Great save. Bailey McBurney tightens up the armpit. Gets it in the glove. And he'll hold on for a whistle. 6:14 to go here in the first. And he holds on to that one-goal lead.
That's the second or third time that I think that might be the third time, but Port Huron has had some opportunities on McBurney, and he has just stifled them. Other than that first scramble-type goal where it really was not his fault, he has really shut them down on some great offensive chances.
Matt Graham, Hunter Bersani, and on this draw to the left of McBurney. And we're digging at the dot a little bit before the linesman dropped the puck. He'll be ordered back. Now tied up, and Bersani will win it into the corner. A dangerous pass to Nolan in the slot, then gives it to a stationary Bersani. He's turned over. Graham whiffed on a pass, though, in the corner, and now Columbus can get it back. Nolan takes this off the wall. Nice hand-eye by Matt Graham, knocking that sauce pass out of the air. And Port Huron now has it at the red line. Stavros Soilis looking for an angle. He'll just shoot it in from the right side of red. 5:50 left to go here in the first. 2-1, Dragons lead it. Nolan gets this one up wall. Doe on the backhand, sends it out towards center, and it'll be Williams at his own blue line. Caleb Williams, that is, for Port Huron. Dustin Henning turns, tries to send it up wall. Too many black jerseys there. Doe drops it back. Now here's Petrantonio on a one-touch from White. Petrantonio right circle across Bersani. Great save made there by Simons. Flared out and just kicked the pad right and was able to keep that one out. Great one-timer set up there. Petrantonio to Bersani. It remains 2-1.
Yeah, that line continues to find the open man, and if it's in that time, Bersani with a real nice shot in on Simons. And a great save.
5:24 left to go here in the first. Another offensive zone draw here for the Dragons. Anderson tying up with Frisura. Johnson will have it out of the scrum, take it behind the net for some support, send it off the glass. Lambden in a race there with Ian White. And White had the angle the whole time. He can't get it out. That's played off the body of Barr. Now it rims around here for Ozelinch to have near side wall. Jay Krupp with his back to play, just plays it blindly into the neutral zone.
He took a stick high.
Johnson takes a stick up high, and Jake Huss is going to get called for it. Elbowing the call.
Is it elbowing?
Yeah, that was the signal. And that's going to draw a little bit of a crowd because it involves Alex Johnson. Edgar's Ozelinch and Nick Williams gesturing at each other. Do they want to scrap?
You feeling froggy?
Well, right now, nothing's going to come of it, but pencil that one down as a maybe for an appointment maybe in the second or third period. Jake Huss, 2 minutes for elbowing as the Houston Clinic penalty kill is on for the first time tonight. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Number one on the penalty kill, 86.3% are the Dragons. Port Huron power play 6th in the 7-team FPHL at 17.1%.
So here's an opportunity for Port Huron with their first power play of the night.
5:01 to go.
We know
the Sun South John Deere first period. Petrantonio wins it. Ozelinch a backhand flip, and it'll roll all the way down ice for Henning to collect at the bottom of the circles. Penalty kill starts off well. Prowlers all get to the crease and now start to break out. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Henning skates it to the middle, passes it right to Soilis, knocked off his stick, goes back to Henning. A blind cross-ice pass. Ian White finds it in his own end, and he'll dump it down the length of the ice. Simon slows up here for Crawford. 30 seconds already gone in the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Crawford, a pass across. That one read by Underwood, trying to go towards the middle, and Henning held him off at the wall and takes it back. Prowlers with Stavros Soilis look to set up another rush. We saw this last night, a very effective penalty kill for the Dragons, as the Prowlers didn't get too many shots on, and here they have yet to set up. Frisura comes in over the line, being watched by Schmidt. He takes it behind the net, headed off there. Chance at the slot, goes through some legs. Graham stick lifted by Soilis. Prowlers still in the zone. Crawford takes a hit, but chops the puck, keeps it in. Barr, nice toe drag, fires, save made. McBurney puts the pad down on it as Barr was looking 5-hole, and McBurney's save will get a draw after this media timeout. 3:56 left to go here in the first. Dragons 2, Prowlers 1 here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
How do more people turn to SunSouth for quality John Deere equipment? Our customers say it best.
The reason I'm a SunSouth customer is because of their customer service and because of their sales staff.
The local service is outstanding. When I think of SunSouth, I think of partners.
Right now at SunSouth, get 0% financing for 72 months on select John Deere equipment. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2022.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. 3:56 left to go here in period 1. Dragons 2, Prowlers 1, but still 55 seconds of Houston Clinic penalty kill time as Jake Huss sits 2 minutes for elbowing. Port Huron wins the offensive zone draw. Johnson left point to Matt Graham. A pass over to the right point finds Jay. Johnson just holds it in along the blue center point, going back for Jay. Johnson holds in right point, cycled around the boards. Lambden had his stick lifted and then sent down the length of the ice there by Jake Grade. Port Huron in the neutral zone with it. Pass across by Young. Johnson will just dump it in from the right side of red, left wing, rims around right wing. Grade in a stick battle. Young finds it, plays it to the corner for Jay, and up the wall to Matt Graham. 20 seconds left in the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Johnson, left point to Lambden, a deflection, a second shot save. Young fires, and he missed, trying to go short side on the blocker hand on McBurney. Jay at the half wall to Johnson, left wing circle. Played back for Graham. That one went through him. Down ice it goes. Huss is out of the box in 2 seconds, though. Now he's free. 1-for-1 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Here come the Prowlers and over the line. Left circle. Brennan Young tried to stop it up. Nice hold there by Nolan. Graham to Young. Fires, and that one kicked away by McBurney. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first. And the River Dragons now turn this up ice. MJ Graham a shot. That one kicked away. Rebound goes all the way to Underwood at the left point. He holds it in the corner. Grant Mentis trying to drive the goal line. Brings it into the slot, and just too many white jerseys around him. As now it's walked out by Port Huron to center ice. Stavros Soilis tries to get around a man, and that man is Edgar Zozelinch, who will hip check drive him into those side boards. McBurney takes the rolling puck and covers it up for a whistle. 2:28 to go in the first.
Well, talk about a nice little hip check against the wall. That was exactly it from a guy big enough that you're not getting through.
Zozelinch, he is a big body out there to try and jump around or move with speed. And if he's got the wall, he's going to angle you, and it's going to hurt.
I don't know if he had a little gunpowder in his cereal this morning, too. It looks like he's playing with a little more edge tonight.
Underwood wins the defensive zone draw. This one gets sent around, and Graham takes a check as he flips it, not out, but along the wall. Grant Mentis plays it back to defense. And now here's MJ Graham, the neutral zone, 3-on-2 with White up on the play. Graham to the middle. Nice sauce pass. White couldn't put a stick onto it. Underwood behind the net. Good pass to Graham. In front, loose in the crease off the stick of Simons, and he pounces on that. Corey Simons, before he knew it, had to look down and see the puck right at the doorstep and jumps on it for the whistle. 2:05 remaining here in period 1.
How many times have we seen that play work where they're behind the net, Graham's behind the net, and just kind of feeds it across into the blue? And we've seen that work for Columbus a few times.
Face-off coming to the left of Simons. Prowlers and Zach Frisura win it. Henning sends this one around. Crawford in the corner, tied up with the corner boards, and Petrantonio is allowed to apply some pressure, and Port Huron still can't get this one out of their own zone. Crawford takes this behind the net. He's on the backhand on a pass over to Barr near side. Barr flips it, just gets it out. Petrantonio settles and immediately gives it back to his defense. Schmidt from the red line walks it in and chips it into the right wing corner. Doe, stick slashed out of his hand. Referee's undetected there. And Caleb Williams to Henning, trying to move this one around the wall. Doe picked up his stick, has it center point now. Doe lets one go. Save made. Rebound loose at the side of the net. And too many bodies, including Simons, went down. No one could find the handle. And now Barr gets it ahead for Crawford. Crawford trying to get around Schmidt. He gets held up, and a penalty coming up here against Columbus. And Schmidt unhappy with that.
Yeah.
And
you're going to get that call every time, though.
Immediately getting at the referee, and the linesman will quickly step in between those two. Justin Schmidt not happy. Crowd not either. 1:16 to go in the first. 2 minutes for holding to Justin Schmidt.
Well, I mean, you got two players leaning into each other, but generally the referee is going to put his arm up when you kind of lean the shoulder, put the hand up on the shoulder of the player, and that's going to result in another power play for Port Huron.
Face-off coming to the right of McBurney. 1:16 left in the first. The River Dragons will hope to get to the period end in this current situation at least. Graham, left circle to the center point. Johnson. Jay now works it back down the wall to Graham, left circle. Pass across. Johnson fires and scores.
Yep.
Passing lane was left wide open. Alex Johnson found it, and Matt Graham slides it across, and a one-timer ties the game at 2. Power play goal for the Prowlers.
That's just a power play goal for Port Huron, and it's textbook style. It's switch the puck one side over, take the shot into the open net, and hit your target. And that's exactly what Graham did, and now it's a 2-2 game.
1:02 left to go in the first, and how many times do we talk about 2 goals in the last minute and first minutes of periods can do a lot for momentum. And right now, Port Huron, you can definitely see has that, and there's some body language on the Columbus side indicate they're upset with that call.
Yeah.
And of course, it resulted in the Prowlers' goal. Got to just put that one away and play for the next one. Jay trying to play this one across. Grade in the neutral zone, knocks it back in, delayed offsides, and the River Dragons touch up with less than a minute to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. No icing, as they say it could have been touched by a Dragon. Grade has it underneath the goal line. Trying to play that one over. That one intercepted by Soilis. Goes up and out of play off the glass on a deflection. And we will get a whistle with 33.1 remaining here in the first.
Well, you can obviously see that the ice has tilted a little bit in favor of Port Huron the last couple of minutes here in this one, aided by a power play. And, of course, getting that tying goal right there makes your tail wag a little bit.
Dragons still out shooting Port Huron 14-11, but remember at one point that was 12-4. So the Prowlers clawing their way back into the shot counter, and of course have tied up the game on that power play goal from Alex Johnson to make it 2-2. River Dragons trying to get it out. Petrantonio flips it off the glass for Johnson, his 9th goal on the year, and his next point will be his 30th this season. Vanelli drops this back for Schmidt. 15 seconds left to go in the first as he takes a peek up at the clock. One more rush perhaps for Columbus, but Schmidt taking his time, looking to set up a pass. It'll be one touched by Doe to Bersani. They just couldn't get good stick to it. Johnson will send it back into the Columbus end, and that'll do it for the opening 20 minutes of play. Ebbs and flows end to end. Maybe fitting that we're tied 2-2, especially with the way the period ended. You mentioned Port Huron seemed to have that ice tilted. Your initial thoughts with a lot to think about in those opening 20 minutes.
This could easily be a 4-2 game. And if you think about it, that McBurney has really kept the River Dragons, and particularly in the second part of the period, they've had several chances in breakaways and odd man rushes. And, you know, McBurney did a great job in being able to stifle Port Huron's offense. But it's a 2-2 game, and Columbus has kind of lost the edge. What you do is you go in the room and you get probably a little bit of an earful from Jerome Bouchard, get your juices flowing, get out there, and the first thing you try to do is go out, do a little banging, and try to get this thing, get the lead back.
River Dragons and Prowlers tied at 2. Let's take a break. When we come back, the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Why do more people turn to Sun South for quality John Deere equipment? Our customers say it best.
The reason I'm a Sun South customer is because of their customer service and because of their sales staff.
The local service is outstanding. When I think of Sun South, I think of partners.
Right now at Sun South, get 0% financing for 72 months on select John Deere equipment. Sun South, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2022.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like Well, like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit ourdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. We are in the middle of the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report. We're in the middle of the intermission game, and it's a new one. It's a fun one. This one's going to stick around for a while. Oh, what a shot. Two competitors in a harness, bungee corded together, and have to put little plastic balls into trash cans. And when I tell you, there's been friendly fire. Torch has gotten tied up in all this as well. The game just finishes, and the man in the white hoodie comes away victorious. There were a lot of notes. There was a lot of fun, and we were having some laughs in between the break here, weren't we, Mike?
I really like the strategy of you wrap the bungee cord around the mascots and bunch everybody together, and it was it was creative anyways. It was a good move.
Listen, we thought the center ice circle would have been the borders, the sidelines, if you will. No, they were going everywhere. At one point, it felt like they were going to do laps around the zone. It was like, how long is this bungee cord supposed to go? That was a lot of fun.
That's a winner chicken dinner on an idea for a promotion on intermission games.
It was for sure. You know what else was a lot of fun? That first period of play, 20 minutes of very entertaining hockey played between Columbus and Port Huron. Started up with the Prowlers getting things underway with the first shot of the game. 17 seconds in, Zach Frisura from Cade Lambden and Justin Barr. Frisura, his 8th goal on the year. Not the way you wanted to start the game if you were Columbus. If you're Port Huron, after being shellacked 9-1 the previous night, that's a dream start.
Yeah, I mean, for Port Huron, that's exactly what you're looking for. Get on top of the team that just smoked you the night before. And that's exactly what they did. But the good news if you want to say good news for Columbus, is which you're about to talk about now.
Yeah, they fired back, tied up the game, and eventually took a lead. First, Marquise Grant-Mentis had a little gift sitting on the crease. MJ Graham's shot was stopped by Corey Simons. He thought he had the rebound, but it had trickled just away from him. And Marquise Grant-Mentis, with, by the way, a unique tape job. I don't know if you noticed that. I noticed it looking down on the ice. Looks pretty sharp. I'll tell you about that next time he's on the ice, maybe. But Marquise Grant-Mentis, he puts it in. It's a 1-1 game. Then a power play goal Austin Doe finds Josh Petrantonio. How many times have we talked about those two finding each other on the ice and just putting goals away for Petrantonio? It is his 24th on the year and makes it 2-1 at the time.
It's one of those plays that those players know where they're at, and they're it's unique the way they just understand where they are, and the quickness of the shots that they throw on both Bersani, Doe, and Petrantonio. I mean, that puck isn't on their stick for more than a half a second, and they're firing it at you, and Petrantonio buried it on that power play.
Late in the period, though, a holding call against Justin Schmidt. He and the rest of the Columbus faithful were none too happy about it. Great crowd, by the way, here on a Saturday night in the Civic Center. Referees were hearing the boos, but Justin Schmidt sat, and he did not sit for a full 2 minutes because on the power play, Alex Johnson, Matt Graham, and Dalton Jay, they register the power play goal, tie this game up at 2-2 for Johnson, his 9th of the year. Both teams with the power play tally, both teams with 2 through 20 minutes of play. Shots on goal in that first period, 14-11 in favor of the Dragons. But remember, those numbers are trending the way of Port Huron because how long ago did we talk about River Dragons tripling up the Prowlers in shots 12-4? And look where they brought it back by the end of the period.
Yeah, I mean, they evened it up. They started getting some shots in on McBurney, who, by the way, if there was a story on the period that even though there's 2 goals by him, I'd have to etch that McBurney just simply was the guy that's the difference in them having a 3-2 or a 4-2 lead easy.
Really felt like both of the goals the Prowlers scored were going to be high percentage shots. The Frisura goal, I really think McBurney didn't see it. He just found a little alleyway through a slot with too much traffic in front of him, sent it into a basically open net. And then the Alex Johnson goal, I mean, just beautiful circle to circle. We talk about the way Petrantonio, Doe, and Bersani know each other on the ice. I mean, Graham and Jay, for how long they've been playing together, they are Port Huron's 1-2. They've been that way for years, and they're so dynamic. And Jay to Graham to Johnson, him having that foresight to find that right circle and just bang. Nothing you can really do when you're a goalie going left to right, or I guess in McBurney's case it was right to left, and just trying to find it through bodies. Is it in the slot? Is it in the circle? And before you knew it, it was behind you.
It was buried, and that was that, and he had no chance in that whatsoever.
River Dragons 2, Prowlers 2. River Dragons 1 for 1 on the Georgia Power play, 1 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Let's take a break. When we come back, we have a look around the FPHL brought to you by Zelmo's here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun. Walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, OurDragonsMerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to OurDragonsMerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's OurDragonsMerch.com.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers tied at 2 here on the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report. John Emerald Distilling, headquartered out in Opelika, Alabama. live tours and tastings every day up there. If you can't make it out to Opelika, though, check out a couple of places here in Columbus, in the Chattahoochee Valley, that carry the John Emerald line of products, including Nonick Beer Bar and Kitchen downtown, Jarfly on 13th, and the Bottle Shop on Broadway. John Emerald Distilling also brings you our Coaches Show. You hear on our River Dragons radio network and in podcast form on YouTube, 6 to 7 p.m. It's live on the radio network Tuesday nights and podcast fully on replay. Check the YouTube channel for the John Emerald Distilling Coaches Show playlist and catch up on everything that happened on the week that was with the River Dragons. Time to take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. Now, we do know that the game between Binghamton and Delaware has been postponed due to potential weather, was what we were told yesterday. And obviously, I think the Weather Channel, you turn it over there, you'll see the nor'easter coming through. Lots of different areas are being hammered right now. Danbury is one of those areas, but because Carolina's there for 3, they're already in the building. They said, hey, why don't we just go ahead and play this game? They're in the middle of the second period right now. 1-0. Thunderbirds have the lead. Hat-tricks won last night 6-4. Carolina looking to even up that weekend series and make for a fun Game 3 on Sunday. Declan Conway, 117 into the first from Blake Peavy and Jacob Schnapp. So that line, as hot as they were here in Columbus, did not cool down despite getting up into those colder temperatures in the Northeast.
No, talent. That's an addition that Carolina made. That's one of those that brings you to the next level, and you can see he made the difference here over the weekend and then last weekend, and of course already there in Danbury.
Taking a look at who the starting netminders are in this game. Nothing really too interesting on the penalty summary. William McEwen is in net for the Hat-tricks. Chris Paulin is in net for the Thunderbirds. Again, Binghamton, Delaware postponed. Carolina, Danbury finish off a 3-game set on Sunday. And then on Wednesday, a midweek game between the Binghamton Black Bears and the Watertown Wolves. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. Quickly, Southern Hockey scoreboard in the SPHL. Fayetteville 3, Pensacola 2. That game has just gone final, and the Marksmen will take 2 points there. Macon leads Birmingham 3-2 with 16.5 to go in regulation. And the 8 o'clock window has started up. Huntsville up 2-1 on Roanoke with just under 6 minutes to go in the first. Less than a minute to go in period 1. Peoria 2-0 leaders over Vermilion County. And Quad City, the early 1-0 lead about halfway through the first period there at Tax Slayer Center. Evansville Thunderbolts are the 11th team out of the 11-team SPHL without a dance partner, and they will not play again until next weekend. Sunday's got 3 games, but none of them feature the Thunderbolts. Before we sign it off, though, we're going to have to say goodbye to Mike V, just that time in the day. Other obligations have to take him around, but hey, heck of a first period you saw in this one, and let's hope for a good result again tonight.
Yep, I'll have the point streak up when I get to where I go, and we'll see. I'll be rooting on that end of it, and hopefully the River Dragons can pull another one from the Prowlers tonight. Of course, the Prowlers, as bad as they lost last night, they're not going away anytime soon, so it should be a whale of a period coming up.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll close out the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
When talking about Harvey Lumber over the past few years, I've always felt that it was very important to brag on the fact that Harvey Lumber has been here for over 150 years, taking care of many generations throughout the Chattahoochee Valley. They've stayed in business by always featuring the very best building materials that every company has to offer. And what's the most important element in building materials? The wood you use. That's why you'll always find the Yellowwood brand available at Harvey Lumber. Now there's something new, Yellowwood Protector. You've probably seen it advertised a lot during your favorite SEC football games on Saturdays. Yellowwood Protector is a semi-transparent stain and water-repellent wood sealer for decks, fences, pergolas, outdoor furniture, and pretty much anything you can build with Yellowwood. Yellowwood Protector comes in 4 different colors: smoky gray, rich walnut, American classic cedar, and crystal clear. You know we always say that if it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Now try the first stain worthy of the yellow tag, Yellowwood Protector. Available at Harvey Lumber Company, 800 15th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. John Emerald Distilling first intermission report concludes as the referees step out onto the ice. That's a louder boo than maybe they normally traditionally get. Of course, the late power play given to Port Huron on the Justin Schmidt holding call. Prowlers cashed in on it to make it 2-2, but each team's had a good 17 minutes or so to cool off. Now it's time to get back at it and focus on business, the task at hand. 2-2, we're tied up. We come back, start of the Wild Animal Safari, second period next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoochs. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sunbelt Baseball League season, or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers just seconds away from dropping puck on the Wild Animal Safari second period. Someone's getting slobbered on. Go see our friends in Pine Mountain, Georgia for all the wildlife outdoor exhibits just up north from us here in Columbus. River Dragons right to left, Prowlers left to right. And we're going to have a scrap right away. Justin Schmidt, Joe Pace, familiar adversaries. Here they go, right at center circle. Pace tries to grapple in with the left. He's got the left hand over the top of Schmidt, and now they're just firing in with rights. Drop the head, keep it going. Schmidt fires in a couple of more as Pace is trying to change it up. Now Schmidt connects in with the left, and he goes in faster than Pace. They're tied in real close in a boxer's clench. Equipment falls off. Screaming that away are the linesmen. Now Pace is trying to work in that left hand. Schmidt trying to work in the right side over the top of it. Now they're connected in on rights, one after the other, trading turns on the uppercut. Schmidt goes in left side. He tries to connect one. Pace offers a block with the shoulder. Pace tries to come in with a big right hook, and Schmidt might have just dodged that. Now he fires in one right, connects right on the ear of Pace, and the crowd approves of that one. Still going at it, hugging at it a little bit. Now they're trying to free up the left. Schmidt connects one right near the chest. They're tiring out for sure, but they're going for a couple of more. Pace gets a body shot in on the undercut. Now Schmidt tries to fire in one more. That one might have missed. Pace a quick body shot. Two of them now on the left. And I think that'll be it. Nope, still going at it. They just trade up left and right. Schmidt on the right, Pace on the left. A couple of them miss. Now Schmidt connects one more on the left. He loses the elbow pad. Tries to get him free to connect another one. And they're still going at it. They're basically ragdolling each other right now with how tired they are, but they're still standing. They're still fighting, and now the linesman will eventually break them up. We want to talk about marathons of hockey fights. Right there, Schmidt and Pace. Another one etched into each of their fight cards. I believe this now means Schmidt has 5 fights this year against Pace and 4 against Nick Williams. We'll have to go back and look at our research on that. Of course, the Justin Schmidt fight compilation so far was released because we already had so much material. We wanted to let that get out into the public, and now we're very quickly to releasing a part 2 of that fight compilation, maybe, the way Schmitty's been at it this weekend. 2 seconds gone in the second period. Now we are back underway with the puck drop, and the River Dragons now winning this face-off. Dalton Anderson nearly turned over by Frisura just inside the line. He'll go back to Vanelli. River Dragons right to left across your TV screens and radio dials. In the blackout jerseys, blackout C logo on the chest, black helmets, gray numbers, and teal trim. Over on the far side half wall, Krupp will backhand flip that out. Prowlers and Alex Johnson in front of their own bench. They'll flip that into the zone. Prowlers going left to right. They're attacking here. Lambden with it right circle, trying to play it to the middle. That one goes off the skate of Grade. Lambden and Grade tie up. Now Barr has it in the corner. Nice body bump right there by Anderson. Gives him some space with the puck. Vanelli flips that one high in the air to center. Johnson gloves it down. Touches it for no hand pass. Here's Barr in over the line, 3-on-3. Right wing circle, he's with it. Barr across from the bottom of the circles. And that one missed wide. Johnson in effort. Save made. Rebound loose in the slot. Barr's backhand denied by McBurney, who got aggressive in his crease, cutting down the angle. Here's Armstrong. Left wing circle. Gets around a man. Armstrong tries to drive towards the net. Ends up running into Simons in the crease there. And the Prowlers, they have possession, so they're going to play this one out. But Simons is down, and he is in some trouble. Armstrong and Graham watching over here. Simons is down on a knee, a little hobbled right now. Port Huron door has opened. Is the trainer going to come out and look at him, though? Simon stands back up, and he appears to be all right. No trainer attention needed. And it will be an offensive zone draw for Columbus. Now, Prowlers did have possession and were breaking it out into the neutral zone when that whistle blew. It's going to be a subjective case of, well, the Prowlers were on the prowl, pun intended, but when they touched the puck, when the whistle should have gone off the injury, were they in the zone? And the referees are going to say no, the puck will be brought out to the neutral zone on this faceoff. Graham ready to take this draw against Bersani. Puck is down, a bouncer. Second effort, Graham wins it over to the wing, and Dustin Henning has it back in his own zone. Henning whiffed on one pass, went to the safety to Jay. Jay plays it into the zone. From his own goal line, McBurney goes off the glass and out, and Henning has it back at the red line for the Prowlers. They get themselves back on sides. Henning looking for an avenue to play through the neutral zone, kind of in no man's land. Petro Antonio gets around him, pass across to Doe, and it was just out of his reach. Oh, Austin Doe couldn't get that one unless he had the go-go gadget arms. Behind the net, Doe picks up a loose puck. Doe to Petro Antonio, side of the net, nothing there. Bersani fires, and that one wide of the blocker hand. Just had to one-time a knuckle puck off of his skate. Doe from behind the net. Caleb Williams intercepts that cycle attempt. Rimmed around the boards, held in right point. This one played off the wall and now found by Petro Antonio in the corner. He takes a shove there from Williams. Jay trying to get it out. Left point held in by a combination of Ozlunch and Bersani. Petro Antonio fires. That one high over the bar and hits the glass behind Simons. Petro Antonio and Young, they're locked in legs on the half wall. Petro Antonio works it out. A pass to the middle, but Columbus was in the midst of a wholesale change, nothing doing. Jay from the red line, he'll flip this in, and the Prowlers reciprocate with a change of their own. 17.5 left to go here in the second. Dragons 2, Prowlers 2. MJ Graham flips this to the left wing. Grant Mentis has to go get it back, and he'll play it back cross ice out of the reach of Graham, though, and the Prowlers take over. Frisura at the Columbus line, knocked away there by Nolan. Grant Mentis tried to play that off the wall there for Graham, nothing doing. Behind the net it goes back, and Marquise Grant Mentis has it again. Up to the left point, Nolan looks, fires, a deflection and a block right there by Frisura as he got a meat of that puck on a shot block. Barr up ahead here, left circle, Johnson a shot. That one along the ice and wide of the glove hand of McBurney. Grant Mentis dodges a hit. Oh, if he connected that pass, MJ Graham was off to the races. Johnson trying to get around Grant Mentis. Good block for him there. Nick Williams has lost a glove. He'll go back and pick it up. Here's Alex Johnson through the neutral zone. Dodges a hit from MJ Graham. Left circle fires and a pad save made there by McBurney. Graham and Johnson go at it. They topple on each other there in the corner. They have some words as they pick themselves up. Meanwhile, puck is over here on the near side wall. Port Huron still with it. Bar right circle. Spins away, gets some support, fires a shot off the side of the nets. Vanelli will find the loose puck. He skates it up ice, and he's in neutral territory. Gains the red line, shoots it in. Columbus gets a much-needed change behind this. 16:08 left to go here in period 2. Vanelli tries to work it around Barr, just gets it through the legs, has it left wing corner. Vanelli still with it left circle, fires a shot, he scores! Vanelli finds a hole through Simons! 3-2 Columbus! Adam Vanelli finds some daylight as Corey Simons got caught cheating on his post. Goes under the blocker and in. Vanelli goals in back-to-back games, and it is 3-2 in favor of the Dragons. Port Huron defenders sort of scratching their heads on coverage on that one. That's one Simons will want back. Here's Dana Barker.
He shoots. Dragons goal scored unassisted by number 26, Adam Vanelli.
Vanelli unassisted. Graham right circle, a shot. He had a half breakaway there, but he missed well wide of the blocker hand. Vanelli's goal, his 5th of the year, comes unassisted to give Columbus a 3-2 lead in the early stages of the second. Henning has us at the right point, fires a shot, sticked away by McBurney. Matt Graham left circle, a pass, evades Caleb Williams, and down ice it will go. Troop in a race, Caleb Williams a couple of feet in front of him the whole way. Heading up the near side wall, Jay tips it into the zone. Frisura in a shoulder battle there with White, and a penalty coming up as Frisura ends up taking White down with the hook. 15-13 left to go here in the second, and the Prowlers head to the box, putting Columbus on the Georgia Power play for the second time tonight. Hooking the signal given, and the River Dragons will have an offensive zone draw coming up to Simons' left. Bersani and his unit out there. Nolan and Vanelli, it looks like the blue liners right now on this unit. Graham, Johnson, Henning, and Soilis, the PK out there for Port Huron. Again, 1 for 1 so far tonight on the man advantage. Georgia power play starts. The pass to the left circle. Petrantonio tried to center it back. Hit a body. Bersani in the left wing corner with it now. Bersani left circle. Looking for some space. Trades places with Petrantonio. He's got it now in the corner. Now in the hash marks with it. To the left point, Vanelli. D-to-D across to Nolan. One touch to the middle. Bersani had that one. Hit him in the feet as Petrantonio tried to set him up. This one gets around the man at the point. That's Vanelli, but Matt Graham couldn't go on a rush with it. He'll play a little four corners back to Dustin Henning, and down the ice it will go. McBurney sticks it into the corner. Oh, Graham, big check there on Nolan. We play on, though. Here's Austin Doe with speed ahead, 3-on-2 as the Dragons hit the line. Pass across, Petrantonio, right circle, fires. Save mate Simons, and the rebound cleared away by Caleb Williams. Petrantonio in the corner, half wall, far side. Play that one off the skate of Williams. Ricochets all the way to the blue line. Nolan has it center point. Skating it over to the right wing now. Under a minute to go here in the Georgia power play. River Dragons with the possession in the zone time right now. Nolan, right wing circle with it to Petrantonio. He's at the center point. Looking for a shooting lane. Nothing there. Fakes around Graham. Graham ties up his stick. Makes him whiff on the shot. And then we'll backhand it down the length of the ice. Both teams change up special teams units on this. 13:50 to go in the second. 35 seconds remaining in the Frisura Minor. Nolan, pass across. MJ Graham with some speed. Right wing, trying to get around Johnson. Graham takes it back behind the net. Emerges on the forehand, left wing circle. Graham to Grant Mentis in the corner. Now back for Graham, left wing hash. Back to Grant Mentis in the corner. Thought about driving the goal line. Takes it behind the net. To Graham, to the middle, to Crook. And that one got tied up in feet. Picked out by Lambden and sent down the length of the ice with 10 seconds left in the minor penalty. McBurney will slow it up. Ian White has it behind the net. 2 seconds and 1. Frisura is out of the box. 1 for 2 on the Georgia power play. Down the ice it goes, and icing is the call against Columbus. We get immediate timeout. 13:09 left to go here in the second. 3-2 Dragons in front on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
We're back here live at a rocking Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons in front, 3-2. 13:09 left to go here in the second. River Dragons hockey brought to you all season long by Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road in Columbus, the Chattahoochee Valley's only authorized Harley-Davidson dealer. Of course, we tell you about the $50K giveaway, a chance to shoot from center ice. Text FB-WIN to 55678, FB-WIN to 55678. Visit FortBenningHD.com for more details. Port Huron Prowlers have the puck in the offensive zone off the icing call, so River Dragons got a bit of a break from the immediate timeout, but had to keep those same guys on the ice. Grade with it in the near side corner, turned over. Frisura picks it away from him. Grade, nice check to knock him down to the ice. Right point, that one gets away from Nick Williams. Here's Jake Krupp. He's got a 2-on-1 with Grant Mentis trailing back. Krupp fires, and that one over the shoulder, over the bar, and hits the glass behind Simons. Grade has this back in his own end. At his own blue line, Grade for Krupp. Big check as he is stood up there by Nick Williams at the Port Huron blue. Alex Johnson with this puck. Krupp lays a hit onto him. Justin Barr. Nice little play off the near side boards, but Columbus knocks it back into the Port Huron end. Starting to see the bodies fly big time here. Krupp back into the lineup after a 2-game suspension. You know, he got the boys fired up after he took a hit and then gave a hit. Took it from Nick Williams, gave it to Alex Johnson. Young over the red line, dumps that one in. Weird corner boards bounce, but it's picked up by Vanelli before it reaches McBurney. He has to go back and grab his stick. Vanelli drops it back for Underwood, in over the line with speed, but the puck evades everybody in a black jersey. Now here's Port Huron the other way. Dalton Jay weaves through two, fires a shot, and a pad save made by McBurney. Pass across, off the wall, Armstrong racing after. Can he get there before Williams? No, it's held in by Underwood though. Underwood drops it back, Huss fires, and a save made by Simons as he's on the butterfly and swallows that one up in his crease. Boy, you thought after Armstrong had lost the race, Port Huron would have been safe in possession, but it's held in along the blue line nicely by Kirk Underwood. Feeds Huss, and a great shot from the Pittsburgh native, answered by a better save from Simons to keep the game at 3-2. Graham and Bersani in on this draw. Bersani wins it clean, right point, a shot. That one blocked in front by Graham. Petrantonio lets one go. Caleb William gets in the way. Petrantonio tries to get it to Doe. Awkward pass to try and handle, and Soilis will flip it out to center. Let's go Dragons, the chant here in the Civic Center as it's rocking with the Dragons in front. 3-2, 11:20 to go in the second. Nolan from his own blue line sends this one down. No icing, as they say a Prowler could have touched it in his own end. Williams turned over underneath the goal line. Bersani trying to feed it to the middle, and it hopped up off of a stick. White holds it in, down into the corner boards. Bersani fends off Henning. Petrantonio tries to pick it out of feet. Nothing doing there, and Matt Graham will vulture it out for Port Huron instead. Gets it across. Here's Soilis being watched by Nolan. Angles him into the half wall. Soilis fights through it down in the corner. Nolan, and now Petrantonio will pin him up along there. Works its way out of the scrum in favor of Nolan. Bersani, check laid onto him by Johnson. Puck free on the neutral zone. Pace across for Jay. And the Prowlers dump it back into the Columbus end. Johnson, big hit laid on there by Nolan. And Ozelinch upends him, and that's going to be a penalty. Now Soilis and Ozelinch, they're going to tangle up. Bersani. They tangle up at center ice. Gloves are flying. Frisura wants a piece. Nolan will grab at him. And we get arms up. We'll get penalties here. Bersani, not Ozelinch, is sticking up after a hit. And he will head off to the box. There were gloves and helmets dropped in anticipation of a fight, but everyone got in a little too close and the linesman intervened. Interference is the signal given from our referees down there. And Columbus will head to the Houston Clinic penalty kill for the third time tonight. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. 2 minutes up against Bersani, 10:28 to go here in period 2. River Dragons realize they're down a man. They will change up the units. And we'll see Underwood out there with Anderson. There's the forward pair. Frisura out, centering this power play unit. And we're underway on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Crawford gets it to the left point for Soilis. Back for Crawford, goes through his stick, tied up along the half wall. Underwood can't force it out as Soilis holds in left point. His shot sticked away, rebound loose, and it goes behind the net off of Frisura. Played to the middle, and Underwood, a backhand, and held in by a high stick for Port Huron. They'll touch it and get the whistle. 10-10 left to go here in the second period. Dragons 3, Prowlers 2. This puck will come outside the zone. A neutral zone drop opposite the Port Huron bench. 1:42 remaining in the Bersani minor. Anderson wins it clean, and White will shoot it down the length of the ice. Simons will slow it up here for the Prowlers, attacking left to right across your radio dial. Set up another power play rush. Crawford with this left wing side comes in over the line. That one knocked away by Ozelinch, held in by Henning. Left circle, he waits, trying to get around White. Henning drives to the net, and a pad save made by McBurney. Left circle, Frisura to Soilis. Now back to Frisura, left wing hash, down to the goal line. Crawford had that one go through his stick. White pins him along the wall. Left wing corner, it's Frisura. 1:05 left in this Houston Clinic penalty kill. Soilis, D-to-D across for Henning, trying to go back door. And read the whole way there. Not out, though, as White couldn't get it past the right point of Henning. Soilis takes a check, holds it in along the blue, fires a shot. Crawford tried to grab it out of the air, went off his body and trickled wide. Now here's Barr. Pass across the blue line to Soilis, left point. 45 seconds remaining in the Bersani minor. Frisura to the middle, held by Barr, fires and scores. Justin Barr, turnaround shot, beats McBurney to the glove side. 9:07 to go here in the second. We're tied up at 3-3. Scott Brand came up to the booth here. We had a bit planned, Scott, but unfortunately bad timing on the Port Huron goal.
That was awful.
Whoa.
Turn me down.
Yeah, you're...
I'm hot.
You are. You're a little louder.
Oh, my God.
Than we had where Mike V was.
What happened in the elevator?
I don't know. Just, out of commission once again. 10:53 mark of the second period. Justin Barr, a multi-point night for him. Another power play goal, though, for the Prowlers. They are now 2 for 3 on their man advantage. They've tied the game back up 3-3. Petrantonio gains the red line, now over the blue line. Right wing circle, he's with it. A pass across to Doe, and Graham will knock that one away. Matt Graham not trying to skate this one ahead, just pokes it out to center. Schmidt in front of his own blue line. Bersani gives it a wave and plays it into the Port Huron end. 8:40 to go in period 2. Johnson takes a check there from Petrantonio. Rims around the wall, far side. Vanelli trying to give it over to Schmidt. That pass handcuffed him. Schmidt takes it off the wall, off the glass, and is able to get it out towards center. Pace has it in his own end. Graham, a pass across. Alex Johnson at the blue line. Now moves it ahead. Lambden's into the zone 2-on-2. Lambden slows it up, fires. That one ramps up off of a stick, goes into the netting, goes out of play, and we get a 30-second media timeout. 30 seconds and we're back here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
And maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. 8:18 to go here in period 2. Dragons 3, Prowlers 3. Coming out of the media timeout. We know what time it is, Scott. It's your favorite period.
I'm a little late, but someone's getting slobbered on, and it looks like it was us.
Well, I tell you what, this has been a very back-and-forth hockey game. 3-3 Dragons and Prowlers, and the crowd has been in it. They have been engaged all night long. It's been a fun atmosphere here in the Civic Center, hasn't it?
Well, there's no question. We got a record crowd tonight for the season, biggest crowd of the season. I haven't got the final numbers, But we apologize to those who came to the game right on time. It took about 20 minutes to get you in here because there were so many people at the last minute.
Port Huron wins an offensive zone draw. Williams tries to fire a shot. It deflects, rolls to McBurney. He sticks it into the far corner. Grade falls down in the play. MJ Graham chips it ahead. Here's Marquise Grant Mentis. 1-on-1 with Henning. Now 2-on-1 with a man coming up. That's Krupp. Pass across. Krupp with Chippy scores. Jake Krupp back in the lineup. Onto the score sheet. 4-3. Columbus back in front.
So I want to sound like a soothsayer because I was in between the periods. I go, why don't you put those three together? And he goes, well, I'm working on lines. I go, listen, that line was good in Port Huron 2 weeks ago. And guess what? I just took the lead. I'm going to go ahead and take credit for that goal.
Jay Krupp back into the lineup and picks up goal number 14 on the season for himself. 4-3. Dragons retake the lead. Back and forth we go. What fun it has been here at the Civic Center. And now we will hear from Dana Barker.
Come on, Dana, let's go.
He shoots! River Dragons goal! Scored by number 22, Jay His 14th goal of the season, assisted by number 20, Marquise Grant Mentis, at 11:58.
Grant Mentis picks up the assist. I think MJ Graham will also pick up a helper on that one. Henning gets this one ahead to Young. 4-3. River Dragons with the lead. 7.5 left to go here in the second. White gets this one across. Hits his man in stride. That's Ozelinch. Ozelinch, right wing, comes in over the line with the puck. Fires a shot and a stick save. Had to be made there by Simons. Not too often you see Ozelinch headmanning the rush, but man, he had a good look right there.
He's got those long legs and a lot of speed.
Graham tries to play it to the middle. It goes through everybody and will go all the way back out to the neutral zone. River Dragons in the midst of a change, and Schmidt plays it over to the near side boards.
Graham's got to get off the ice so they can get this line together. There he goes.
Graham dumps it in. Huss lays a check onto Henning. Prowlers with the puck. Crawford turned it over. Huss loose, finds it. Right circle, pass to Anderson, and that one sticked away on the backhand there from Dalton. This one flipped out off the glass by Frisura. Crawford will dump it down into the Columbus end, and Vanelli gives chase here. 6:42 left to go here in the second. Dragons 4, Prowlers 3, shots even at 18 apiece. Matt Graham turned it over. Right now Vanelli kicks it ahead, but it's knocked away at the Port Huron blue. Johnson gets it over to Soilis, right wing circle with some speed. Armstrong a forward back watching over him, pass across the crease. Nobody could touch it in a white jersey. Johnson fires that one from the left circle, missed well wide. Jay lets one go, a tip by Soilis, and a great save made by McBurney. Soilis checks his man there. That's Anderson. Couple of arms up in black jerseys, but nobody in a striped shirt. We play on as Joe Pace has us at his own blue line. Soilis in on sides, dumps it into the corner. Vanelli takes it behind the net. Fighting through some stick work from Soilis. Dalton Jay with a check there on Petrantonio. He'll flip it to center. It falls to earth. Alex Johnson misread it. Here's Petrantonio, one-on-one. Now he drops it back. A shot for Anderson, and he had to reach back, and he sent it well wide. Schmidt can't hold in at the left point. Port Huron gets around him, but it's a long dump, and it's an icing call here against the Prowlers. 5:45 left to go here in the second. Dragons 4, Prowlers 3.
Well, that goal definitely lit a fire under the Dragons' rear end. Zach, they're going up and down and playing very well. Almost overpassing there. I think if Josh had the opportunity again, instead of passing that puck, he'd go ahead and take the shot. But let's not get pretty. Let's just keep putting her in the net, keep shooting it that way.
Bersani and Graham in on this draw. Bersani wins it clean to the right point, nearly bobbled. Now D-to-D gets it over to Grade. Grade left circle, shot, deflected, and was loose in the slot for a moment. Fell onto Alex Johnson's stick. He can't get it out. Held in by Grade at the left point. Petrantonio in the corner. Takes a hit there from Pace, working it along the half wall. Johnson reads it. Weird hop off the stanchion. It stays in the zone for a moment for Columbus, and then Matt Graham gets to it, plays it to neutral ice. Bersani, nice chip to Petrantonio, left wing side. Slows up, looking for some support. What a play! What a goal! Bersani to Doe. One touch and a backhand finds the net. 5-3 Columbus. Put that one in your top 10.
Well, there's no doubt about it. That's something you practice in the driveway when there's no other defenders. What a perfect pass. Josh sees the guy breaking. I thought, he missed the pass, but what a tip there. I believe that was Doe. Great tip pass, I guess you'd call it. It goes right in the back of the net. That's one of the prettiest goals I think you'll see all year.
Austin Doe, his 24th goal on the year, and it was a thing of beauty. I mean, touch pass to touch pass.
Who touched it the second time?
Bersani.
That was it, yeah.
Let's hear from Dana Barker as the Dragons take a 5-3 lead. Here he is again.
He shoots. And the Dragons goal scored by number 17, Austin Doe. Now tied with Petro for the team lead, his 24th goal of the season, assisted by number 15, Hunter Bersani, and number 9, Josh Petrantonio, at 14:40.
The Dragons still in the offensive zone. Doe from Bersani and Petrantonio at the 14:44 mark. 5-3 Dragons. Columbus, an errant pass, puts them in their own end. Underwood gets it across. MJ Graham, right wing, is in over the line. Graham trying to cut it to the middle. Underwood trying to screen the goalie. Graham's shot goes high and hits the glass. Underwood trying to get that one away from Williams. Goes to the near side circle. MJ Graham skates it out to the high slot with some speed. Drop back to the right point. White to Anderson. Right circle with some space, and a backhand effort is stopped there by Simons. Here's Grant Mentis to the middle. That one knocked away by Frisura. And here come the Prowlers back the other way. Crawford turns it up ice. Plays it to an open wing. Off the wall taken by Frisura as he dumps it in with 4:10 remaining here in the second.
And can I say something on Menace? Is he had the opportunity. The play was lost, but he came in, did a great job of back checking.
Dalton Jay at the half wall. He gets angled off by a couple of Dragons. Ozelinch dangerously takes it in front of his own net. But he's able to box out Soilus. Now he's turned over. Jay in front, fires. Got too much underneath it as he missed that top left corner. Williams holds in. Soilus in the corner. Takes a check from Ozelinch. Still with the puck on his stick. To Williams. Left point. Looks. Fires. Pad save made McBurney. Rebounds Soilus. Another effort denied there by Bailey. This one flipped out. Hits a body. Will fall for Anderson. 3-on-2 if the River Dragons hustle. MJ Graham fires from the right circle. Glove save and immediate timeout. 3:32 to go in the second. Dragons 5, Prowlers 3. Back in 30 seconds here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center, everybody. Before we go any farther, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Time for 1-4, I think.
River Dragons 5, Prowlers 3. Looking for a great spot for Italian food here in the Chattahoochee Valley. Check out Trevioli Italian Kitchen, River Dragons' favorite place for Italian in the Valley. Striving to create dining excellence through unequivocal passion, humility, and class. Their location on 7466 Blackman Road will be open Tuesday for dinner at 4 p.m. You can call ahead seating 706-580-8136. That's 580-8136. Columbus won the offensive zone draw to Simons' left, but it goes out past the defense. And the Prowlers take it over here. Alex Johnson through the middle. A pass to right wing side to Dalton Jay. In over the line. Jay bottom of the circles. A pass to the middle there. And the Columbus defense each had their guys to prevent that chance. Krupp is tied up there with Johnson. Some stick battling. Port Huron will get it. Jay one-on-one with Vanelli. Nice stick back by him. Goes out to the neutral zone. And now Krupp 2-on-2 with Armstrong on his left. They trade places. Armstrong drives the net. Krupp tries to chip around Williams. He does pass to the middle. And Armstrong couldn't get a stick on that to angle towards goal. Pass back to the right point. Firing a shot. A save made by Simons off the stick of Nolan. And Port Huron with a cross-ice dump. Only get it as far to the red line. Dalton Jay takes away from Vanelli. Nice play by Petrantonio to stop Soilus from entering in the zone. Now back the other way. Here comes Bersani. Bersani left circle. Stops it up. Pass across. What a knock out of the air by Graham. But this should be a delay of game. Will it? I think so.
Like that would take place with under the old rule, deliberately putting the puck out, Zach. There's no question that was deliberate.
Graham knocked it out of the air to prevent the pass.
It's still a penalty. It's deliberate.
He bats it over. Would have been a home run in another sport. And do we get a penalty on this?
It's got to be. There's still a rule if you deliberately shoot the puck out, even if it's accidental. There's no question that's a penalty, and we're going to get one. They're going to get one. Oh, and who's it to? Matt
Graham does go and sit in the box. 2 minutes, delay a game. So the River Dragons chance to add on to their lead. 5-3. They are in front. 2:36 to go here in period 2. Georgia Power play 1 for 2 so far tonight. The Petrantonio tally back in the first.
And by the way, Matt Graham doing a great job of arguing that call because you know what? It's going to be in a case book. It's not going to be in a rule book, but that's the right call, unfortunately. And Graham's going to spend 2 minutes in the penalty box on his own and feel shame.
Lambton dumps this one down, and the Georgia power play starts up with the River Dragons having this back in their own end. Vanelli skating this one up. Vanelli has it now, and a pass from Nolan. Nolan moves this right wing. He's in over the line. 5-on-4. Everyone was stopped up, and the River Dragons have set up. Right wing hash. Shot. Save made. Rebound to left circle. Petrantonio couldn't pull the trigger in time. Now a pass. Top of the right wing circle for Nolan. Gets it over to Vanelli. Vanelli left point. Down into the corner for Petrantonio. At the circles. Up for Vanelli left point. Skating it to the middle. Now left circle pass to Petrantonio. 1:15 left go in the Georgia power play. Center point. Now left circle. Petrantonio again with it. Circle to circle. Doe fires. Save made. He's in the goal line. He scores.
That was in.
I think it's Bersani's. He might have gotten the touch over the line. Either way, a power play goal, and the Dragons make it 6-3.
Zach, I got to tell you what, that's a huge goal. Late goes up by 3. I mean, that goal's bigger than our dinner bill when we go out at night. That's a huge goal.
We will see who officially gets credit for it. Doe ripped the initial shot, and it was just spinning like a top, maybe an inch from the goal line. Simons reached back. He might have put it in inadvertently. Bersani offered a stick. There was all sorts of diving for it, and the puck crossed the line to make it 6-3 Dragons. And we will hear from Dana Barker, who it will be officially credited to just as soon as we drop this puck at center ice.
It's going to be accredited to Dana Barker?
Here's Dana.
Come on, Dana.
Maybe he doesn't know. Grant
there
Mentis.
He shoots. Dragons goal scored on the power play by number 17, Austin Doe. His second of the night, team leading 25th of the season. Assisted by number 15, Hunter Bersani, at 18-17 in the second period. Again, that's Doe from Bersani. Power play goal.
Doe from Bersani on the power play. Probably tack on a Petrantonio helper there too in the circle-to-circle pass. And the River Dragons lead it 6-3. MJ Graham at the half wall sends this ahead. Grant Mentis looking for it, eventually finds it, and toe drags away from Pace. Is in over the line. A pass to the right circle, knocked away by Pace, and Johnson shoots this down ice. Prowlers have some numbers. They got to hustle. They'll negate icing. McBurney comes out to play it, rims it all the way around. Frisura waits for it, right wing circle, with a minute left to go here in the Wild Animal Safari second period. Anderson skating with speed, gets around Pace, left circle, fires, save made Simons, rebound to the side of the net, and Johnson finds it first, clears it off the corner glass. Held in left point, Nolan takes a check to make a play. Second effort, Nolan kicks it to a stick to hold in, fires a ground ball, and it's gloved away by Simons, who angrily throws that one away to the corner. 42 seconds left to go in the second. Simons has been unhappy with the defensive coverage in front, and maybe unhappy that one wasn't blocked on the way through.
Yeah, he's not getting a lot of help tonight. You got to take your hat off to him though. But he stood in tall, and defensively, Port Huron had a tough night. A ground ball? Is that what you said?
You know what? I mean,
baseball's right around the corner.
I guess so. You hear the commercials.
I do.
Brad Nolan, left point, over to Grade, right point, pass to the right circle. Anderson a shot, and that one blocked by Williams before it reached the netminder. Here's Dalton Jay. He's got Soilis on the left, 2-on-2, comes over the line, offsides as that puck stalled in along the blue paint. And Soilis gets the touch to get the whistle. 27.4 now left to go in the second. Dragons 6, Prowlers 3. We were going back and forth for some time, Scott, and right now River Dragons with 3 unanswered. Krupp and then Doe twice.
Yeah, and again, the timing has been incredible. You got to get a good lead on Port Huron. They can strike at any time. They're like Cobras.
Face-off won by Port Huron. They come into the zone. Dustin Henning, left wing side. Check there, stalled out. Left point held in by Soilis along the wall. He'll take a hit, still tied up. Dalton Jay, a backhand feed to the circle. Columbus quickly knocks it back out. Here's Krupp with some speed. Left wing side, man driving the net as Krupp stops it up left point. Goes to Nolan. Nolan had to jump around Graham, couldn't find the puck. Jay sends it out to center. High stick on by Columbus. Henning gets the touch. Doesn't matter as time has expired in the second period. Well, at a time, we thought this was going to be a back and forth, very cagey affair. And the River Dragons have just kept their foot on the gas pedal and now find themselves 3 goals ahead heading into the locker room, Scott.
Well, there's no question about it, Zach, but you got to remember this Port Huron team is capable of coming back at any time. And particularly, they like the shorthanded goal. I'm hoping we come out. I don't want any power plays. I don't want any penalties. Let's just get through the next 20 minutes of hockey, and you're right. Keep the pedal down on the floor there, but don't take nothing away from Port Huron. We haven't won this game yet.
Let's take a break. When we come back, the McDonald's second intermission report starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
When it comes to protecting your baby, you can never do enough. You bundle them up and strap them in. That's why most parents choose immunization. Nothing protects babies better from 14 serious childhood diseases. So keep up with and get the recommended immunizations for your baby by age 2. For more reasons to vaccinate, go to cdc.gov/vaccines or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons 6, Prowlers 3 through 40 minutes of play. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Scott Brand. Welcome in to the McDonald's second intermission report. All the chaos you're seeing down at center ice is our Chuck-a-Puck promotion. Grand prize jackpot up to $400, Scott. Got a couple people up here throwing it, too.
Do you think I'm going to ignore the fact that you just assaulted a fan by hitting them with a puck?
A foam puck. It needs to be said.
Zach DeBozart is assaulting fans by raining foam pucks on.
All I said was some people up here in production were throwing them.
Yeah.
But thanks.
And some people just cracked this poor little, I think it's a baby. It was a newborn.
Underside of
was
bus.
Given birth.
Meet Zach. Zach, underside of bus.
The baby gave birth. They gave birth at the hockey game. The baby's first breath of life, and you hit it with a foam puck.
Are you done?
Let's recap this.
Let's recap the period.
Who's the intermission brought to you by?
McDonald's.
Ooh, it's their happy place.
McDonald's second intermission report. 2-2 through 20 minutes of play. We started up the second period with a goal from Adam Vanelli, 4:03 mark of the second. And just a heck of a find. Short angle shot. Simons got caught, a little cheating off his post. Low blocker and in. Vanelli goals in back-to-back games. His 5th of the season went unassisted, and it was 3-2. And when you got up here, Scott, a power play tally. Justin Barr tied up the game at 3-3, and that was just the way the game was going all game. Back and forth. Prowlers had a lead. River Dragons had a lead. It would get tied up. And I thought, man, we were going to go the rest of the way like this.
And then I put that line together.
I guess you did. Croup reunites with Grant Mentis and MJ Graham. Graham out of the zone. Grant Mentis on a rush. 2-on-1 with Croup. Nice little chip on the puck. Gets it through Simons and in. Jay Croup back in the lineup after a 2-game suspension. He scores his 14th of the year at the 11:58 mark. Then Austin Doe, not once but twice. The second time on the power play, 14:44 mark and 18:17 mark. Austin Doe just hit the 50-point plateau, and when we told him, hey, you're about the halfway point of the season, he goes, good, halfway to the goal. So if 100 points is the goal for Austin Doe, he's racking them in right now with 2 goals and an assist tonight.
34-78.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was seeing if I won the Chuck-a-Puck.
Oh, okay, so we're not going to talk about that. Okay. The Chuck-a-Puck jackpot. The Chuck-a-Puck jackpot is up to $400 though, and I don't think anybody won it.
No, Ben, thank God we're on television.
I don't think we're winning it either.
No,
we're too far away. We're so disadvantaged from up here.
Thank God we're not on TV tonight, so nobody can hear me mess up.
Now here's a quick question. Are you about to talk hockey? Or we talk Chuck-a-Puck?
No, I was going to ask. No, I didn't put. No, I didn't put cellophane over the dog bowl.
Well, was
that your question?
No, my question was, the catwalk got in my way, not once but twice in the last 2 nights. So what if somebody were to get on the catwalk, just maybe drop one down? Would that be legal?
So that catwalk, now you know how, what was it, 2 years ago the Bears felt?
Yeah.
Now you know how that kicker felt. Double doink off the catwalk.
Yeah, that's been me this weekend.
You know, at some point we should probably talk hockey. Welcome to the Zach and Scott show.
Yeah, really. It's turned into something of a variety.
Afternoons on Rock 109. Anyway.
6-3, Dragons with the lead. Let's take a break. We'll collect our thoughts. We'll get this show.
Maybe be more professional.
We'll get this show lassoed and roped back in after
this. Give me
this.
a drink and I'll be better.
On the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Let Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred Away, 706-577-9668.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team. So what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Just put it. We are back at the Columbus Civic Center. McDonald's second intermission report. One stern talking to from production later, and we're a little bit back and calm. Zach DeBozart, Scott Brand here with you on the call. McDonald's second intermission report. Our local Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's and the Peasold Family Management Group bring you a 4-for-48 deal to select River Dragons hockey games this season. The next one you'll be able to utilize it for is Saturday, February 12th against the Delaware Thunder, which will also be our military night. More details coming up next week on social media about that. But February 12th, a 4-for-48 deal, 4 upper-level tickets, 4 souvenir hats, and 4 certificates, good for a combo meal at any of our Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, a value of over $125, all yours for $48 plus tax. For more details on the offer, go to rdragons.com/MCD-deal. That's rdragons.com/MCD-deal. And again, a big shout out, Peasold family, great partners here with Ignite Sports and Entertainment.
How long would it take me to get down to Channel 9 studios?
From here, right now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, most of the traffic's still in the building, so you'd probably get a
Not
clean
really
shot
happy
there.
about that weather report they just gave us.
That's what you're upset about.
I'm going to have to go talk to that weatherman. It's going to be cold tonight.
It is going to be cold tonight. Can we talk about around
Let's
the league?
talk about what's going around the league.
Because it's colder in other places.
Give us around the horn.
Well, listen, it's colder in other places, Scott. In
No,
fact,
it's not.
It was so cold and snowy in Delaware. That
How cold was it? Oh. You're going to get talking to when we go off the air
You
again.
really are. You might not be back
How
for the
cold?
third
How
period.
cold is it in Delaware?
It's cold and snowy enough to postpone a hockey game. Binghamton at Delaware is postponed for the interest of safety and having a team travel back after the two teams played in Binghamton the night before.
Who won?
That ended with a 6-5 win for the Black Bears. Tyler Jurich, a goal with less than 2 seconds left to steal all 3 points for the Black Bears. And I tell you what, Scott, I'm going to bring this point on air, and I'm going to risk the rest of the segment to what I'm about to say. This is why the 3-point system is better, because Tyler Jurich's goal right there steals all 3 points, and there was no purpose to play for overtime. You get those last seconds because there being no loser point with 3 points on the line every night.
What else is going on in the league? I'm not engaging in you.
Carol-
You have already brought me down to your level.
Carolina is at Danbury tonight. They are in the early stages of the third period. 6:23 gone in that third period of play. 2-2. Thunderbirds and Hat-Tricks tied. At last check, Thunderbirds were leading the game 1-0 on a Declan Conway goal. Late stages of the second, about a minute to go, Steve Mealy tied it up for the Hat-Tricks. And then in the third, each team has traded off goals. Ross Bartlett tallies for Carolina. Tobias Ojic ties the game up for Danbury just a couple of minutes ago. 2-2, Carolina with the shot advantage, 30-22. Those two teams finish out their 3-3 set tomorrow night. 7 o'clock puck drop in Danbury on a Sunday night. And then one midweek game in the Fed. Binghamton is at Watertown, a 7:30 puck drop over in upstate New York.
Now that Danbury-Carolina game, that's a huge game because aren't they separated
Well,
barely?
there is a bit of separation. Danbury's in second. Columbus is in fourth. Carolina's in fourth. Columbus finds themselves in the middle of those two teams going at each other. But with both teams on 31 games played, Danbury at 56, Carolina at 48. So those 3 points, really those 6 points the rest of the way, they go Carolina's way. They'll tighten the gap up between them and the Hat-Tricks. But the Hat-Tricks cannot be passed by Carolina for the rest of the weekend thanks to their win they pulled off last night. So it's still very interesting when you look at it, though. From second to fifth is less than 100 percentage points. And as we're still in the middle phase of the season, those games are still making the percentage points moves considerably throughout the night. Right now, Danbury second, Columbus third, Carolina fourth, and Binghamton in fifth. That's around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. Taking a quick peek around the SPHL, the Southern Hockey scoreboard. We have got a final in Fayetteville and in Macon. Fayetteville 3-2 winners over Pensacola. Macon 4-2 winners over Birmingham's. 2 home team wins in the early window. In the 8 o'clock window and on, Huntsville leads at home over Roanoke 3-2. 4.5 minutes left to go in the second. Peoria, the first road team in front. They're a big 4-0 with about 4 minutes left to go in the second. Quad City leads Knoxville Tax Slayer Center in Moline, Illinois. 2-1 Storm over the Ice Bears with 8 minutes left to go in the second. Let's take a quick peek into that Huntsville and Roanoke game. Like to take a peek at some of the former River Dragons playing with Roanoke, quite a few in there. And we see the second goal of the game for Roanoke was scored by Matt O'Day, his 12th goal of the year. O'Day, one of the many Ignite Cup champions, now skating up there in Roanoke. And hey, elsewhere, Brant Sherwood picked up a fight in the first period, also picked up a slashing major in the second. We won't talk about that. 3-2, though, Huntsville does have the lead in the later stages of the second there. That's the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, we get ourselves all ready to go for the Houston Clinic third period after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
The Chattahoochee favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit ourdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
At the request of production here at the Columbus Civic Center, Scott Brand has been asked to head back to his office. Obviously, he has some post-game duties to get ready for there, but at the risk of the broadcast running off the rails, we thank Scott Brand. He had to go off, and we were just trying to make up a story, have some fun. So thanks so much, Scott, for joining in with us. If you're listening back in at your office, we are getting ourselves set here for the Houston Clinic third period as the Zamboni is making its final couple passes around the ice surface. River Dragons have really got the Prowlers right where they want them with those last 3 goals coming in the final 8 minutes or so of the second period. Krupp and then 2 straight from Doe. If the River Dragons can find the next one, they might as well have put this one to bed. Of course, the Prowlers, they don't care what sort of deficit they play from. They are always going at you, always trying to generate some offense, and you never know. They're one of those teams that like to employ the slippery slope method. They score one, all of a sudden the momentum is all sorts of crazy on their side. You'll have to pay attention. That next goal will be important. River Dragons looking for the weekend sweep. They're 20 minutes away from doing so. 6-3, Dragons in front. Let's take a break. When we come back, ready for the puck drop of the third period next in the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
Social distancing slows the spread of coronavirus, so if you have a fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going in. More info at coronavirus.gov. Let's all do our part, because we're all #alone together. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Prowlers back out onto the ice, ready to start this third period of play. 6-3, Dragons lead it with 20 minutes left to play in regulation. Bailey McBurney warms up the crease to our left. 18 saves on 21 shots for him. And the Dragons dressed in the blackout jerseys, black helmets, pants with the blackout C logo on the chest, gray numbers and teal trim. They go left to right. Over to our right, Corey Simons, 20 saves on 26 shots. And the Prowlers in the road whites with the red chest band, Circle PH logo on the chest, red helmets, pants, and black numbers. They go right to left. 20 minutes up on the clock. No carryover penalties. We will skate 5-on-5 when we get this one started. Some final instructions. And it looks like some conversation between the two benches. Petrantonio and Bersani on their way in. Dalton J at the door nearest them. It looks like everyone has calmed it down, but just in time to get pumped back up as we get ready to start this third period of play. Dalton Anderson out there ready to take the draw against Zach Frisura. Minutes left to go. We are underway as Anderson wins the opening drop. Krupp, right wing side, will shoot that one in. Simons, near side corner, sends it around. Lambden, one touch, gets it into the path of Barr. Barr, left wing side, being watched by Vanelli. Lambden gets it back to Barr, bottom of the circles. He whiffed on the one-time pass. Barr up the wall to the right point for pace. He lets one go. Pad save, rebound loose. And that one just goes wide across the crease past the blocker of McBurney. Lambden with this left wing circle to Johnson, left point. Back for Lambden at the dot. Johnson center point with it now. Kicks it to his stick to Pace, right circle. Pass to the middle. Vanelli bobbled it there in the slot. Almost turned over. Lambden will fire one from an acute angle, and that missed everything as it hits the corner boards and goes out towards center. 50 seconds gone here in the Houston Clinic third period. 6-3 Dragons. Remind you, the Prowlers are not on a power play. It is still 5-on-5, but Port Huron controlling the puck and setting up like there in that first possession as if they were. Now Ian White forces a turnover. And here's Austin Doe, left wing side. Chips around a man. Matt Graham going to hammer Doe into the boards. Bersani behind the net. Petrantonio scores! What an amazing set of tic-tac passing. Petrantonio with a kiss to the fans, and it's 7-3. When this line's out there, blink and you miss it sometimes. Doe took the hit, and before Matt Graham could even get himself reset after correcting from that hit, Bersani fed Petrantonio, and he just sniped that top right corner from a fine angle. 7-3 Dragons. Here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! Dragons goal scored by number 9, Josh Petrantonio. His second of the night, he's now tied with Austin Doe for 25th of the season. Assisted by number 15, Hunter Bersani, and number 17, Austin Doe at 113.
Bersani let one go from the left point. Graham tried to stand him up with a hit, and Bersani stayed on his feet. Graham with a little stick work for Bersani after that as they head off for a change. Puck dumped in, and Simons will slow it up here. It's going to get spicy here in this last 18 minutes or so. You can tell. Puck is on net for McBurney. He will take a whistle, and a faceoff will come to his right. 18:04 to go here in the third. Petrantonio from Bersani and Doe. 1:13 into the third period, and it is 7-3 Dragons.
Welcome to Buffalo Rock.
Faceoff coming to the right of McBurney. Underwood and Frisura tie up. Wingers trying to pick it out. Nolan failed at it. Prowlers will get possession. Down in the corner it goes. Young and Nolan tie up. Frisura trying to work it out of feet. So too is Grade. That puck goes to the near side wall. Underwood sends it off the wall into the path of MJ Graham. And he's shouldered out of the play there by Frisura. Down to the corner it goes. Graham checks from Johnson. Score! Kirk Underwood gets another! What a turnover. MJ Graham, great hit laid onto Johnson, and he feeds Kirk Underwood, who makes no mistake in front of the net to get his second pro game. Columbus just pouring it on now. 2 goals, a minute and 8 seconds apart. And we will hear from Dana Barker after a goalie change. It appears Greg Harney for the second time this weekend, is forced to come in relief. First night it was for Richard Shipman. Tonight it's for Corey Simons. The first 2 shots of the period go in past him. Simons' night is done. Harney quickly stretching out the groin and the legs. He will go take his place in the crease to our right. And it is 8-3 Columbus. Kirk Underwood gets his second as a pro. Pretty good rate for him. 2 pro games, 2 pro goals. Wonder how long he can keep that up. Harney is ready down in the crease to our right. And now as we get ready to drop this puck, here comes Dana Barker.
He shoots! The Dragons goal scored by number 5, Kirk Underwood. Assisted by number 8, Jay Graham at 2:21 of the third period.
Graham picks up the only assist. Prowlers dangerous in the slot there. Underwood, though, finishes off Lambden as they go into the side wall. Here's MJ Graham with some speed, trying to get around Johnson. Right wing corner with it. Graham poked off of his stick by Johnson behind the net. And Matt Graham trying to get this one out. Forces it on the near circle. Turned over. Anderson, right circle, a shot. Save made Harney. Rebound loose, side of the net, and somehow that one kept out. Pace was playing behind Harney. Might have had a piece of that one. Lambden can't touch this puck. It's in an offsides position. He will anyways. We'll get a whistle. And some stick work off of that. Grant Mentis wants a piece of Justin Barr. And the linesmen are quick to intervene off of this. We told you it was going to get spicy in the third period or so, especially with a couple of early Columbus goals to really get this scoreline lopsided. 8-3, Dragons in front. River Dragons hockey brought to you all season long by Sherry and her crew of master barbers at Old School Barbershop. 1041 First Avenue in downtown Columbus. Call ahead for appointments when they're open 10 a.m. on Monday, 706-321-5930. That's 321-5930. Or visit Old School Barbershop on Facebook. Old School Barber, SHOPPE. Columbus wins the neutral zone draw. We are back underway. White gets it across to Ozelinch, trying to play it up an open right wing. Dalton Anderson finally takes it off the wall. A pass to the middle, and nobody could get to that one, too far in front. Jay, nice shoulder off play to get away from Jay Crew. Here's Stavros Soilis ahead, 2-on-2. Soilis to Jay, all alone, fires and scores. Cannot leave Dalton Jay unattended on a 2-on-2. Soilis finds him, and Jay snipes the top right corner. And it's now 8-4. We were talking during pre-production meetings, what kind of game were we going to see? The consensus was a track meet. Back and forth. We continue to go in this one, but the Dragons' run of 5 straight goals that was just answered right there by Dalton Jay could be enough. Then again, there's 16:27 of regulation hockey still to go. Dalton Jay, his 22nd goal on the year, and we're back underway. Soilis plays this one ahead. Nolan, a backhand effort, trying to get it out of the zone. It's tied up there in the left wing circle, and Bersani sweeps and waves it away. Henning to Soilis, gloves it in, onside, right circle, pass across. Jay tied up there with Petrantonio. And Petrantonio took an awkward spill. Thankfully didn't hit the boards with too much speed. Shot from the right point, deflected, and a blocker save made by McBurney across the crease, and Grade clears the danger for Columbus. Here's Petrantonio, 3-on-2 for the River Dragons if they want it. Pass across, couldn't find Austin Doe as it took a tip on the way through. Doe with it, left point, over to the right circle. Vanelli in front. Bersani, what a tip, but what a save as Greg Harney got his glove to that one and snares it for the whistle. 15:41 left to go here in the third. Dragons 8, Prowlers 4. River Dragons make a line change. The Underwood unit comes out there. He'll take this draw against Graham. Graham wins it clean, sticked away there by Harney. And the Prowlers will move this one up ice. Young across ice feed, hits a couple of bodies. Columbus defense takes it over. And at their own blue line, Port Huron now has it. Johnson, pass knocked away. Underwood goes through the legs. Couldn't get it back to Grant Mentis, though. And here comes Port Huron the other way. Young, 2-on-2 with Crawford driving the net. Young stopped up and forgot to bring the puck with him on the go-around. MJ Graham, he's tied up by a couple of sticks. Swings the stick around, gets contact with the puck, can't get it out. Left point to Pace, slams it off the corner. Crawford to Young, side of the net, can't put it towards the middle. Matt Graham has it on a bouncer. Vanelli rims this one up the wall. Grant Mentis, backhand, can't flip it out. Pace across the blue line. Johnson with it left point, couldn't settle the bouncer, and it goes over his stick. Graham to Grant Mentis, 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Grant Mentis now drives it towards the middle, looking for a shooting lane, nothing there, trying to pass it across. Johnson has it, and we get a whistle, and slashing is the call from the back official as the Prowlers had a delayed penalty against them. 14:41 left to go in the third. Dragons 8, Prowlers 4. Back in 30 seconds on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons 8, Prowlers 4. Say goodbye to auto repair bills. We all know your auto manufacturer's warranty only goes so far. So what happens when your warranty expires? When your engine or transmission fails, who pays for that? You do, unless you have Olive Mechanical Breakdown coverage. BBB A+ rated and coverage across the U.S. and Canada. Buy how you want to buy. Quote and purchase 100% online or talk to a coverage advocate. It's your choice. Here to save you money, Olive.com, the online leader in auto mechanical breakdown coverage. River Dragons on the Georgia Power play as Joe Pace called 2 minutes for slashing, 2 for 3 on the man advantage so far tonight. Right point, Vanelli has this one. Now over to Nolan. Nolan, D to D across. Vanelli waiting for it left point. Couldn't pull the trigger. Petrantonio, left circle. Looking, nothing doing there. At the dot, now down to Doe. Doe left wing corner. High slot, Vanelli. Didn't like what he had to shoot at. Nolan right wing circle. Being watched there by Henning. Petrantonio trying to tie up in the middle. Nolan to Vanelli. One-timer, stick exploded on him. Still got that puck towards goal, and a stick save made by Harney. Vanelli comes to the bench and gets a new piece of lumber. Left point, Bersani. Left circle, left corner. Left circle, Petrantonio. Back to the point, Vanelli. Now right circle to Austin Doe. Pass across. One-time effort by Bersani, and that one hit the top of the stick. Couldn't drive it towards the net. Still in the zone is Columbus. No, as the Prowlers rim it around the near side. Nolan can't hold it in. McBurney will slow it up, and there are 45 seconds left in the Pace slashing minor. Vanelli sets up another rush. River Dragons going left to right. Left wing side. Here's Ian White with some speed ahead. White left circle to Graham. Oh, a stop by Harney off the post. We play on. That puck was not in. Here come the Prowlers the other way. It's a 2-on-0. Graham and Jay, they play a little pass back. Oh, what a save, McBurney! Graham still with it, right circle. He scores. Shorthanded goal for the Prowlers. The River Dragons saw the light on. Thought that puck was in. It was not. Harney made the save, and the Prowlers kept playing. Kudos to them. A shorthanded goal. It's 8-5. Columbus is going to argue this all they want. I felt like we had a pretty good view from up here. Harney had made the save. It had gone off the post. A premature red light went on. They'll go talk to the goal judge. And here's what's interesting, because the goal judge put the light on. And if he points, who's he going to point to? .13:03 to go here in the third. Well, the referees are going to talk about this. A literal goal either way hangs in the balance because the Prowlers scored on the other side of things. So a point to center won't be enough. We will need clarification. It should be Port Huron's goal. Columbus is going to be unhappy with it, and Jake Krupp's body language probably tells the story about this one. Prowlers have clawed one back shorthanded. That appears to be the case of what we're being told up top. Matt Graham gets the goal, his 14th of the year. The California native, Dalton Jay, will pick up an assist. Still 20 seconds of Georgia Power play time. Grant Mantis fires one right into the stomach of Harney, who will swallow that up and take a whistle. 8-5, Dragons in front, and the crowd letting their thoughts be known as Dana Barker's about to announce the goal.
Counted a Port Huron goal, scorer 51 Matt Graham, assisted by number 17 Nick Williams.
Graham v. Graham on this draw to the left of Harney. It gets one all the way to the far wall, held in there by Vanelli. Into the corner boards. Nick Williams ties up Jake Krupp. 7 seconds left in the pace minor. Grant Mentis takes it out of feet. Left circle, he's with it. To the top, Ian White now back for Grant Mentis. He walks it. A pass underneath the goal line. Jake Krupp tried to come out and shoot it, and he whiffed on that one. Matt Graham takes a check from Krupp. Here's Dalton Jay for Pace at the left point. Pace takes his time skating it in. A shot intended for Jay's deflection, and he misses that one wide. And McBurney's without a glove here. He'll take the net off. River Dragons bench will be held. And McBurney has to go undo the net so he can grab his trapper. Now here we have a similar situation. The Prowlers asking about this, where it's an intentional displacement from McBurney. Now granted, he does not have a part of his goaltending equipment, so you can argue in some way that that is essential, much like a helmet would draw a whistle, but McBurney made the whistle for himself. Columbus bench will not be able to change, and we'll get a face-off coming to McBurney's left. Oh, the drama. But just another Columbus Port Huron game. These ones are fun. Next time Port Huron comes into town, it'll be all the way in April. You're going to be part of this atmosphere for this rivalry. You're going to make sure you get your tickets. And I believe Columbus has one more trip, also in April, up to the McMorran Arena. So this rivalry will cool off for a couple of months, but depending on how those couple of months go, it could be very important games when you're talking about playoff positioning in the month of April. Henning holds in right point. He takes a check. Barr works it down to Crawford in the corner. Crawford tied up on a stick battle there with Schmidt. And it is held in there, right point by Henning. Thought it got out. Nice job by the Port Huron captain. Armstrong over the red line, right wing side. He skates it into the zone, takes some abuse. Underwood picks it out of feet, but it ends up going behind him, and Frisura will dump this one down. Icing will be on, but Crawford is going to win the race to the hash marks. Schmidt trying to topple over him. Crawford, he's shifty back there, eludes one check, now feeds Barr. Back to the right point. Frisura, he bobbled that one, and this could spring a break the other way. Anderson got tied up with Frisura, but Armstrong picks up the puck. Right wing circle. Armstrong takes it behind the net, dodging Caleb Williams, and now Dustin Henning will shoulder him out of the play onto the corner boards. Up the wall, Crawford, one touch. He and Armstrong collide as the pass went to Justin Barr. He's waiting for reinforcements. The Prowlers in the midst of a change. 11:20 left to go here in the third, and the dump in. Port Huron still in the zone with it. Young at the slot, one touch back. Matt Graham, left wing circle, has his back to goal. Can't pull the trigger, works it down deep to Young. Pass to the middle, knocked away by Bersani. Active stick right there by him. Petra Antonio will slam it down. Icing is on here against the Dragons, and the Prowlers win it uncontested. 11:01 left to go here in period 3. Dragons 8, Prowlers 5. That Prowlers goal shorthanded, scored by Matt Graham at the 6:57 mark of the third. Dalton Jay, they give Nick Williams the helper. Dalton Jay, probably should get an assist on that as well, likely be corrected later on. Graham wins it. Young back to Johnson, fires just wide of the blocker hand. Soilis holds it in, right circle, now down in the corner for Graham, trying to get the cycle going. Soilis has it on his stick, knocked away by Schmidt, held in right point by Pace. He fires a deflection by Graham, sent it wide. Bersani loses the puck, nice poke there from Johnson, trying to play it to the middle, hits a body, goes off the side of the net. Ozelinch tied up with Soilis from behind. Soilis down to a knee on the check. Ozelinch, he fell down, inadvertently kicked it to the slot. Ian White was money right there, clearing the danger. Now Petrantoni in over the line, right circle. He lets one go. Blocked. Gets his own rebound, though. Left circle. Cycles it down as Underwood is fresh off the bench. Plays it off of Pace's skates. Nobody home in the slot for Columbus, though. And here comes Johnson the other way. Johnson, 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Nolan gives him a shoulder check. Puck comes loose. Columbus will have it. Grant Mentis skates us ahead as Petrantoni was gassed at the end of his shift. Grant Mentis, nice outside-in move, but some Port Huron defensive support. Clears Dustin Henning there. And here come the Prowlers in the neutral zone. Soilis tried to kick it to a stick. He missed, but Dalton Jay finds a loose one. Jay coming through the middle. And too many sticks in front. Both Grade and Nolan do a good job tying him up. Underwood from the red line sends this one in. MJ Graham, right corner. This one poked back by Henning. And Dalton Jay's got it in neutral territory. 2-on-2. He's with it left wing side. Pass to the trailer. It's Frisura. Right circle. Fires and a blocker save made by McBurney. Knocked out of the air by Grant Mentis. And he's going to now sit for 2 minutes. He knocked it out of the air with a high stick, but he knocked it out of play. 9:30 to go in the third. Port Huron will have a power play after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center, 9:30 to go in the third. Download the Dash app, free on all Android and iOS devices for all of our specialty items, including specialty jerseys like for Military Night coming up, some fun signed team gear, and fan experiences as well. You can only get it if you're on the Dash app, DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. Port Huron starts their power play with a face-off hit. Marquise Grant Mentis, 2 minutes for delay of game. And the Prowlers on their power play down 8-5. Houston Clinic penalty kill. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Matt Graham's without a stick. Otherwise, he might have been able to tap that one home as there was some chaos in the slot. Frisura, right wing corner, spins away from a man. Right circle, looking for a pass. Finds one right point. Jay lets one go. Wide and off the backboards. Left wing circle. It's picked up and a big check by Frisura. Knocks Anderson off the puck. With some space, Graham to Johnson fires. And that one high over the bar and hits the glass. Jay hustles over, holds in right point. And follow through on a stick. Clipped him up in the face. Referee's arm stayed down. Johnson trying to move that in the corner. Schmidt a backhand. Can't get it out as Young holds in left point. 1:05 left to go in the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Prowlers still on the prowl. Here's Barr through the middle to the slot, trying to play it across. That one knocked away by Vanelli. Barr still with it, left wing corner. On the backhand, moves it to the top. Johnson, center point, back for Barr, back for Johnson, top of the right wing circle. Fires, save made McBurney. 48 seconds left in the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Prowlers are 2 for 3 so far tonight. Both teams will have to change up units. 8-5 Dragons in front with 8:17 to go in the third. It's just been one of those kinds of games. A barn burner. Full stop. Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. Petrantoni and Graham on the draw. Graham will win it. Henning, right point, a shot. Crawford was trying to set a screen, and somehow McBurney saw through it, and he secures another save. 43 seconds left to go in the Grant Mentis minor.
491-819. Again, that's ticket number 491-819. You've won the Ivan Bondarenko jersey off the back.
Face-off coming to the left of McBurney. Columbus tried to win it. Wing support. Crawford took it away. Now here's Barr, left wing circle. Drops it back to Soilis at the left point for Barr. Working it back to the point. Soilis. Now to the right point, Henning. Across, left circle. Barr tries to fire one towards Graham, and there was a tip in front, but couldn't direct it towards goal. Henning, right point with it. Graham trying to bear hug White into the boards, but White able to dump it down the length of the ice with 15 seconds remaining in the minor penalty to Grant Mentis. Big check laid on there by Petrantoni. Saw that one coming for a mile away. Tries to wrap it around, And too many bodies in front as Crawford was sliding down in that block. Boy, Stavros Soilis didn't see that coming until the very last minute. Marquise Grant-Mentis out of the box, 2 for 4. On a Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight are the Dragons. Here come the Prowlers. Still looking to put pressure on. Down 3. Crawford, right wing circle. Gets around a man. Recollects the puck. Left wing corner. Jake Gray. Nice hip check into him. Knocks him down, but the puck's free for Frisura. Left circle. Toe drag back. Fires. Great blocker save. Made there by McBurney. Isaiah Crawford ties up here. It's a 2-on-2 battle. Barr gets involved. Gray trying to force it out of feet. Barr boxes him out, but then loses the puck on the overhandle, and it goes out to center ice for Alex Johnson. Just in front of the red line, Johnson toe drags one, had to wait for guys come on sides for Port Huron. Right point, Barr a shot, and a nice block up top by Gray. Gray takes his time, gains the red line, chips that one in as Columbus is changing behind this. Base a long stretch pass. He hits Young on the tape. Young, left wing circle, fires over the shoulder, over the bar, and high on McBurney. Armstrong with this in front of the Port Huron bench. He fends off a check from Matt Graham. Finds MJ Graham. Fires. Save made. Rebound loose. Anderson. Score! Dalton Anderson found some change in front. A screen set by MJ Graham. And it's 9-5 Columbus. That one very much could do it. Stifles the remainder of the Port Huron momentum. We also see Cade Lambden heading down to the Prowlers tunnel with a trainer. Dalton Anderson, his 9th goal of the year. And we'll hear it from Dana Barker.
Shoots! Dragons goal scored by number 28, Dalton Anderson. His 9th goal of the season, assisted by number 7, Levi Armstrong, and number 8, MJ Graham at 13:43.
Armstrong and Graham pick up the assist. Jay's shot from the left circle is gloved away by McBurney, and he'll take a whistle coming up to his right. 5:46 left to go here in the third. 9-5 Dragons, back-to-back nights with 9 goals against the Prowlers. Jerome Bichard and the coaching staff, especially on the defensive side of things, be a little unhappy about the 5 Port Huron has put up. But we move on. Look out, could be 10. Henning blocked by Doe. He's got some space. Left circle, Doe fires. Save made by Harney. I don't think Doe got that one right in the sweet spot on the stick, as Harney makes an easy save, all things considered, and gets a face-off coming to his right. 5:37 left in period 3. Dragons lead by 4. That close to a weekend sweep of the Prowlers. Bersani v. Graham. Tied up. Bersani boxes out and wins it. Doe tried to play it back to defense. Down ice it goes, and McBurney plays it at the bottom of the circles. For Petrantonio, off the wall, Bersani chops it into the zone, and Henning will have it here for the Prowlers. Stavros Soilis, 3-on-3 as he hits the line, but interrupted by the back check of Austin Doe. And Schmidt sends this one around, and Doe will have it in the corner. Petrantonio, one touch off the linesman's skate. Bersani was expecting a different kind of bounce. He'll just play it down deep. Petrantonio first to it in front of Caleb Williams. Left circle, waits. Ian White fires. That took a deflection. Great block by Stavros Soilis in front. Frisura sends it around. Jay on the far side wall. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. 9-5. Dragons with the advantage. Ooh, Bailey McBurney came out to play that puck with icing on. So we will get an errant whistle, a center ice drop, but first immediate timeout. 4:47 left to go here in the third. Dragons 9, Prowlers 5 here in the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
We are back here in Columbus. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let me hear you, Columbus!
9-5 Dragons, 4:47 left to go in the third. A center ice drop off the air and icing. Underwood wins it, but Crawford anticipates. He fires a shot. Stick save made by McBurney. Into the left wing corner. Barr ties up with a man. That looks to be Vanelli. And trying to pick it out of feet is Underwood and Crawford. Crawford gets in front of Underwood. Now he's involved in the scrum. It's actually with Ian White, excuse me. Barr picks it out up the wall. Graham read it. And MJ dumps it down ice. Will not have the legs for icing as Frisura touches it at the bottom of the circles. Cycled for Alex Johnson near side in his own end. MJ Graham all over him. He'll drop it back and Graham finishes his check. 4:08 left to go here in period 3. Dragons 9, Prowlers 5. MJ Graham, a pass across, left wing circle. Grant Mentis trying to go to the middle. Knocked away by Williams. Big check as Dustin Henning stopped Grant Mentis' momentum there in the corner. MJ Graham used the backside of the net to get around a man. It was loose in the slot for a moment. Harney didn't know where it was. The Prowlers were able to clear the danger. Crawford gets around one. Grant Mentis lays a check onto him. Forces the turnover. As now it'll be Columbus with the puck underneath their own goal line and Jake Grade. Grade D-to-D pass across. Nolan long stretch. Touches a stick of Williams, so no icing. Krupp first on it here behind the net. Tries to center it. Caleb Williams blocked that down. Big counter check laid on there as Williams goes after, looks like that was Anderson, or Huss, excuse me. 29, not 28. And now back in the Columbus end. Schmidt will have it here. Up ahead for Dalton Jay. Jay played off of Young. Now gives it back to himself. Dalton Jay left circle. A shot blocked by Vanelli. In the corner. Behind it goes for Graham. Dalton Jay, left wing corner. Back behind the net again for Graham. Little catch behind the goal line. Jay pass across the crease. Nobody sitting on the back door for the Prowlers. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Huss lays a hit on Henning. Graham, right circle. That pass went through Caleb Williams' legs. And the Prowlers will have to evacuate. 2:45 left to go here in the third. A turnover. Krupp lifts the stick, but he couldn't feed it to Doe. Dalton Jay finds the scraps. Jay off the glass, dumps it down. He had the red line, say the linesman. Vanelli up ahead here for Krupp. 2.5 left to go here in the third. This place just ready to get loud to celebrate a weekend sweep. Austin Doe, right circle, had it picked off of him. Here come the Prowlers, 2-on-2, bunched up to the left wing side. Barr gives it to Soilis. Soilis had it knocked off his stick. A great play there by Ozelinch. Frisura will shoot that one in. McBurney barking some orders as Ozelinch takes it back behind the net. On the give around, White. Now a one-touch pass. Ozelinch gives to Bersani. He'll flip it out to center. Petrantonio digs it and comes in on sides. A drop back. Ozelinch fires and a glove save made there by Harney. As we're under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Dragons 9, Prowlers 5. Face-off coming to the right of Harney. For all of the nonsense and craziness we had earlier in this period, appears everybody is playing this one out. Ozelinch from the left point fires it in, immediately goes off a linesman, and Port Huron will take it on the far side circle. Frisura across, White reads it, he sends a man ahead, it's Bersani all alone, Bersani, oh, stick lifted, hooked up, runs into the netminder. What are we going to get on this? 1:42 to go in the third, both Harney and Bersani are down. No signal officially yet. At 9-5, is it merciful to give the penalty shot? Or to have Port Huron be down the remainder of regulation? Training staff's going to come out and take a look at both guys. Harney is back up on his feet quick. Bersani is on a knee, and now he'll pick himself back up. He just ran right into the chest of Harney, and the crowd gives Bersani an ovation. Still have a penalty to sort out. I haven't seen anyone point towards a penalty shot. we're about to play this one off to the right of Harney. Nobody stepped into the Prowlers penalty box. I'd be more mad if this wasn't a 4-goal game with 1:42 to go in the third. The referee's arm went up and we're skating 5-on-5 still. Underwood's going to get thrown out of the draw. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed by what the Prowlers did. Skirted that entirely. No penalty. We're 5-on-5. No penalty shot either. Dana Barker on Mike. The penalty was declined. Underwood shot. Big rebound and a save made by Harney. Cleared here by the Prowlers. Dalton Jay, 2-on-2, knocked off of his stick. Johnson's going to come in over the line. 4-on-3 now in this try. Jay, left circle, pass across. A good read right there by Gray to knock it away. Puck loose in the slot for a moment. Johnson tied up with Graham. Jay couldn't find the loose puck. Johnson gets it back, second effort. Right circle to Graham. Now left circle over to Henning. 1 minute left to go here in the Houston Clinic. Third period, Dragons up by 4. Henning in the corner to the middle. That one goes off the side of the net. Jay tries to box out a man. Failed at that. And it's passed up to MJ Graham, right wing side. Graham takes a little skate with it. Right wing side. Gets around Matt Graham. Behind the net it goes. MJ takes a hit there from Henning as he sends it around to Anderson. Anderson in the corner for Grant Mentis. Trying to get it back to him. Pass was behind him. And Matt Graham forces it to center. Schmidt has a stick lifted by Jay. And Vanelli. Nice sweep there on the one-on-one. Gets Jay away from that puck. 25 seconds left to go in the third. Vanelli skates this one ahead. Another rush for the Dragons. Vanelli fires. Blocker save. Made there by Harney. In the corner it goes. Played back behind the net. Johnson trying to avoid Krupp. Nice toe drag away from him. Puck bobbled away. Young couldn't get to that one. 8 seconds left to go here in the third. Right point held in here by Vanelli. Down into the corner. And that'll do it as the crowd counts it down. And the River Dragons have swept the Prowlers this weekend. Columbus, 9 goals once again. And another 3 points heading their way as they sweep Port Huron out of the building. And it'll be full of all sorts of good thoughts and a 2-game winning streak ahead of their bye weekend next weekend to start February. Everyone gathers around Bailey McBurney. Another win for him, his 7th of the year, making 25 saves on 30 Prowlers shots. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll start up the Chad Abruzzi postgame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Welcome to the Chad Abruzzi. That's right, the Chad Abruzzi Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chad Abruzzi Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boiled and bagged seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for the Chad Abruzzi postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee's Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Zach DeBozart.
River Dragons come away 9-5 winners here on a Saturday night. They take all 6 points on the weekend from the Prowlers. 18 goals across 2 games. 9-1 winners on Friday. 9-5 winners on Saturday. I'm Zach DeBozart. Welcome into the Chattahoochee postgame show, everybody. As the guys head off the ice, some hugs and handshakes after a hard-fought weekend. We're actually going to get our 3 stars of the game. Let's see if we can't take those down at ice level.
Dragons, number 20,
Marquise Grant Mentis, star number 3, and you can kind of see it there from the camera view when he comes out. I mentioned his tape job. Painted the base of the stick white and goes with the black tape. Sort of a reverse black and white look. I like it. Star number 2 goes to MJ Graham. Heck of a day he had. We'll get you the full stats on these guys in just a moment. Let's hear who star number 1 is going to be.
And tonight's first star of the game from your Dragons, our captain, number 9, Josh Petrantonio.
Josh Petrantonio, star number 1. A 4-point night for him. A 4-point night for MJ Graham as well. Petrantonio, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Graham, no goals, but 4 assists for him. And then Marquise Grant Mentis, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Other guys lighting it up. Austin Doe, 2, 2, and 4. Hunter Bersani, no goals, but he had 3 assists in this one. Kirk Underwood picked up another goal in his second pro game. And Jay Krupp, Adam Vanelli, and Dalton Anderson all found themselves on the score sheet as well. 9-5, Columbus gets the win. Over on the Prowler side of things, though, a couple of guys going home, padding their own stats. Zach Frisura, a goal and 2 assists, a 3-point night for him. Justin Barr, a goal and an assist for 2. Same with Matt Graham and Dalton Jay. And Stavros Soilis picks up 2 apples for a 2-point night. In a 9-goal game like that, you would think it'd be point night, but there were still 6 Dragons in the lineup tonight without any points. Bailey McBurney, heck of a night for him. 25 saves, 30 shots, maybe not the best save percentage and goals against, but I tell you, when this game was 3-3 and going back and forth, he was making a bunch of great saves to keep the Dragons in front. Prowlers only had the 1-0 lead at the 17-second mark of the first period. After that, it was either tied or a River Dragons lead all the way through to the 9-5 final score. Let's take a break. When we come back, we take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmos here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-pressed lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion, reunions, parties, you name it. We have a graphic designer on staff to help create the logos or graphics necessary to make your shirts unique. Here we pride ourselves in being able to deliver orders of any size at low competitive cost with no minimum quantity required to order. That's why the River Dragons trust us for all their uniform needs. Call the Jersey Shop in Columbus today, 706-565-4242.
Today, more than ever, you can rely on the trustworthy technicians at Midas for your car's needs. From scheduled maintenance to brake repairs to oil changes, suspension work, and more. Our technicians are known for their work and their word that your car will be fixed in the best way possible. Stop in your neighborhood Midas today with 2 locations in Columbus. At the corner of 13th Street and Veterans, just up the road from the Columbus Civic Center, and the other off Manchester Expressway. Midas Total Car Care. Proud sponsors of the River Dragons. Trust the Midas touch.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season. Or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons 9-5 winners over the Port Huron Prowlers. What a game we just witnessed. What a weekend of hockey. A great atmosphere on both nights. You heard Scott Brand say it was a record crowd for this season. Had well over 2,000 on pre-sale, and it was a loud building. It was rocking like it was a very big crowd here tonight. We'll get the official numbers in post-game. You'll see them up on the Federal Hockey League box score on tonight's game. Speaking of that, let's take a quick look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. River Dragons defeat the Prowlers by a score of 9-5. Binghamton at Delaware was postponed due to the weather. Danbury and Carolina, that one has just gone final, and the Hat-Tricks take another 3 points from Carolina. 3-2, Kodiak White Duck with 5 minutes left to go in the third gets the game-winning goal. Carolina could not answer back from that. They outshot Danbury in this game 41-28, but it is the Rabbits holding serve on home ice. They have 6 points out of 9, and they're looking for a weekend sweep on Sunday night. A 7 o'clock puck drop at the Danbury Ice Arena tomorrow. That's the only Fed game in action. Then one in the midweek. It's Binghamton at Watertown on Wednesday, February 2nd. A 7:30 puck drop there from upstate New York. With that win, 3 points for both Danbury and Columbus. Again, because Columbus has played less games, they will inch closer in the percentage points, but will not be able to pass Danbury based on the fact that both teams picked up 3 on the night. Time to take a look around the SPHL. The Southern Hockey scoreboard. Fayetteville 3-2 winners over Pensacola. Macon 4-2 winners over Birmingham. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Huntsville 4-3 leading Roanoke. Peoria 4-0 leaders over Vermilion County with 4 minutes to go in regulation there. And Quad City 4-1. They're in front of Knoxville with half of the third period still left to play. That's the Southern Hockey scoreboard. We'll take one more break. When we come back, Chattahoochee postgame show wraps up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want. And your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeaddsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled golfing experience. Co-designed by Columbus resident and 1987 Masters winner Larry Mize, Maple Ridge Golf Course is a pleasure for golfers of any skill level to play. Test your accuracy with our fairways, water hazards, and sand traps. We have everything you need to challenge yourself and improve your game. Memberships available year-round by calling 706-569-0966 or book a tee time by visiting golfmapleridge.com.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
Back here one final time on the Chattahoochee postgame show, live from the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons win 9-5 over the Port Huron Prowlers. They sweep Port Huron out of the building, take all 6 points on the weekend, and now look forward to some much-needed R&R. Guys nursing some injuries here and there. We'll get a full week and a half plus before our next game, which starts up on February 11th against the Delaware Thunder. Actually, that's 13 days from now. So the bye weekend should do the body some good for the guys. And that 3-game set, February 11th, 12th, and 13th against the Delaware Thunder, also has a McDonald's 4 for $48 deal eligible for it on Saturday, which will also be military night. Pay attention to our social medias coming up this week. We'll have a lot to tell you about. Special specialty jerseys and all the great promotions, with, of course, Fort Benning getting involved as they can during everything that's been going on. It's going to be so exciting to bring in a large crowd. This was a large crowd here tonight. The atmosphere was incredible and definitely spurred the River Dragons on. It was 3-3. It was back and forth. And when Columbus put their foot on the gas pedal and scored 5 straight from 3-3 to 8-3 early on in the third period, that's when we saw the River Dragons do the work and get their 3 points tonight. My big thanks to Kirk Underwood, who was our Inside the Lair pregame show guest. Both Mike V and Scott Brandt made the trek up here to the commentary booth, hung out with us for a little bit. A lot of fun to have them. Elise Bradford and Allison Holliday running social media behind the scenes. Game day host Taylor Blackwell, game day director Jaden Kruger, public address announcer Dana Barker, and the whole crew up here in production: Eli Hardigree, Jamil Hawkins, Stephen Pierce, Brandon Lane. Brandon Schwobel is a new man we are getting into shadowing with us, and Connor Zays as well. I see him hiding back there behind Steven. I'm not missing anybody here. I'm Zach DeBozart, the voice of the River Dragons. So glad to have you along. Oh, dang it. I almost did. Everyone looking at me. There's Javaris Harris. And Javaris had a very important job and filmed another mic'd up out of today's game. We won't tell you exactly who, but we do know another one will be coming out Monday or Tuesday from a previous game as we bankroll these in. So big thanks to Javaris Harris making his way up from his mic'd up position. All right, that'll do it for us here at the Civic Center. I'm Zach DeBozart, the voice of the River Dragons. You'll hear from us on Tuesday night, the John Emerald Distilling Coaches Show, 6 to 7 p.m. here on these same radio stations. One more time, your final score: Columbus 9, Port Huron 5. We'll see you on Tuesday here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Been listening to the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and PMB Broadcasting for the private use of their audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and PMB Broadcasting. This has been a presentation